What is up? What is up? What is up? Hey everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here today, this Sunday. Almost didn't make it. Y'all know I was traveling for work and it's been crazy. It has been crazy. But what is up? How are you? How's your Sunday? How is everybody doing? I hope you're well. I know. I was supposed to have a Hobbit menu. Trust me, I did not forget. I had no time to research. So instead, I was like, I have binders and binders filled with recipes I've always wanted to try. I've kept them from magazines, cookbooks, things people have given me. And so I decided, you know what? Instead of trying to research in less than a day to get this ready for everybody, I was like, you know what? We're going to do it this way. We're going to go through and you guys are going to get stuck just making with me what I want to make. So I know, Jedi. I know. I actually was like, I was so tired, but it was like this week was rough for traveling. And I was just like, you know what? It is okay. I want to be on stream. I'm just like, I want to be here and be excited. And like I said, this is like my happy place. So honestly, I'd be cooking anyways. And I was like, I am just going to make things that I've been waiting to make. So I don't have any links pinned. Only the one to my website is pinned. But I've got all these. I'm not kidding you too. I keep all these recipes, and until I try them, if they're worth doing, I put them in a different binder that's like, make this again. This is worth doing. And I put it into my schedule because I have like I almost have 7 weeks of like Monday through Sunday meals that I can plan on. So that way I have everything set. You guys, I'm very crazy about my planning of things. But then on top of that, if it's bad, I throw it away. But I'm like, I really need to start going through this. Hi, is it Nightwalker? Nightwalker? How are you doing? Oh my gosh. How are you? I think I'm saying it right. I know sometimes, I get a little funny. But I was like, okay, we're going through all of these recipes today. And I was like, I just chose ones kind of at random, but some that I feel like I can work through. So I got this one, which is like Brussels sprouts. I can't tell what magazine it's from. It doesn't tell. Oh, this says Health. I guess this is from Health magazine. This is from 2017. Some of these, by the way, I had one that's from 2003 that I'm like, that's how long I've been keeping these recipes. But this one is a crispy Brussels sprout with a miso dressing. What up, Split? Yes, okay, it is. The problem is I traveled for work and I had no time. I was doing 12 to one of my days was 15-hour days. And I had no time to research a good menu. So I decided I have binders of things. Yeah, there should be. Let me turn it back up. Let me see. Tell me if you can hear that, Top Dog. But yeah, so I didn't have enough time to research The Hobbit because that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to do that next week. It's just I had no time to research and I didn't like The Hobbit deserves research, not just like let me put some things together. Like I have to make sure like I can make something happen. And Top Dog, let me try one more thing and you can tell me if it's playing now. Right? I don't even think we have a Game of Thrones. Should we throw that in? That's what you mean by GOT, right? Believe it or not, I've only ever seen one season. But if you guys know, we have our jar here. Jar of ideas, jars of everything. I think we should, no one said Game of Thrones yet. So I'm going to write that down because I think that would be a great one. Here we go. Oop, you guys can't even see that. It's so far away from me today. There we go. You found one in the oh my gosh, Jedi, have you cooked anything from it or does it look pretty cool? Like you got to tell me what's in that cookbook. I'll have to maybe get one if I pick that theme. I don't even know where I put the lid to this marker. I'll find it. I'll just put it to the side. But yeah, no, I, no joke, I was just like with The Hobbit, I was like, I want to do proper research to make something amazing. So I wanted to be on here because I want to stream. This is actually going to be my first meal making at home since I've been back. I haven't been back even for 48 hours yet, by the way. So I am like, just like excited. You've never watched any. Oh my gosh. Okay. See, I have watched one season and I'm interested in starting the second season, but I will say I'm that person who like went and saw all the spoilers because obviously Top Dog watched it, and so I'd ask him all these questions and stuff, and I was like, I'll never watch it, and that was years ago when it came out, and now I'm like, okay, I kind of know what's gonna happen, so I'll watch it. So yeah, that's so funny, those splits. Yeah, it's in your basement. I love it, Jedi. Oh my gosh. So, oh, there's the cat. Yeah, I know, Top Dog. You love Game of Thrones. He keeps like, so funny. I'll like watch a little bit of it, and he's like, "Oh, we got to keep going," and I'm like, "Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot to handle. It's a lot of stuff that takes place." The stuff I saw would take 30 pages. Oh wow, wow, that's wild, Jedi. Yeah, I keep looking for fun books that would be like exciting, but a lot of them I'm like, I think I could like go on Pinterest and find some ideas or go online, all of that. I know we need to binge it. If I pull Game of Thrones, I'll binge some of it. Not all of it. That's a lot to binge in a week. But yeah, oh my gosh, it's wild. For the college dorm, what should be the budget? Oh yeah, $50. I was gonna do between 40 and 50. I don't think it should be more than that. Like, you gotta think and usually 40 or 50, the way I can cook is enough for like leftovers for like 3 or 4 days. If you guys remember last week, I'm so proud of Top Dog. Let's hear it for Top Dog. He does not like leftovers, guys. Believe it or not, like I usually have to make stuff that we're gonna eat all of it, or I have to be home to eat the leftovers. Last week, you guys remember we made like all those great American president meals. Top Dog ate all the leftovers, by the way. He like fully ate them. I was like, whoa, everything's gone. So it gave him like 4 more days of food, and all of that food cost me about $50. Today's budget for everything I'm making today, I went to the grocery store this morning and it was $53. Now, granted, I also have half of the stuff here. So Top Dog, you're saying a $30 to $40 budget? All right, you know what? We'll challenge it. I will try 30 to 40. I will try. I will try a 30 to 40. But today, okay, so we're making a chocolate meringue pie. Believe it or not, chocolate pie, like chocolate silk pie, is my favorite. I've never made a chocolate pie. I tend to just like buy my pie. So I'm excited. We're going to try making a chocolate meringue pie. I think this came from the Magnolia cookbook or Magnolia magazine. That's kind of what this looks like to me. None of these have the magazine names on them, so I'm not 100% sure. These two look like they came from Bon Appetit. I can just tell with how they're written. So we're doing a French onion tart, and then we are doing I'm excited for this one, an orange wine braised chicken thighs. Like, I'm really excited for that. And then, like I said, this is from Health Magazine, and it's crispy Brussels sprouts with a miso dressing. And in that miso dressing, I'm going to actually add a hint of an orange or a lemon, just so it kind of goes with our citrusy of our thighs, because it's kind of like that's the side dish to our braised chicken. The French onion tart is going to be more of that appetizer to start us off, and then, of course, ending with the chocolate meringue pie. So, yeah, I'm super excited. You have 17 pieces of cast iron cookware, 12 Pyrex, 3 dozen cookbooks, 4 dozen bath towels, 3 stereos, 4 DVD players, 2 over 4. Oh my gosh, Jedi. Okay, I will say we might have as far as DVD goes, Top Dog actually built his own server with the Plex. And so we have a bunch of DVDs that we've kept just in case the Plex goes down. But yeah, it's wild. What up, Rusty? How are you? I am so excited for these. Honestly, tarts are like my thing. And I am not lying. Like this menu, okay, get it? It's in Vegas. I get it. We still in the hundreds. Actually, we've been dropping down to 90s, like 98, which is wild for us. But this is kind of for me like a pre-fall meal. I'm like the crispy Brussels sprouts, but we're doing a light dressing on them. So I'm like, it's you still got that summery, but you're getting in the vegetables for fall. Your tart, nothing screams to me like just deliciousness like tarts. You put anything in a tart and I'm gonna eat it. Like, I just love it. And then the braising of meat, like, hello, that's fall. That I mean, you guys can see I got my big Dutch oven back here. And then a chocolate meringue pie. Why not end that way? It is another, it's amazing. What up, Mom? How are you? Thank you for hydration. Hydration station. What is up? How are you doing? Oh my gosh. And I want to make sure, I don't think I missed something else. For some reason, usually I have such a hard time reading it, and my computer, you know what, let me check something. It made it so big that I can only see like one thing at a time. So, okay, it just is what it is today. But what is up, Canna Mom? How are you? So we're actually going to start. Y'all know, what do we always have to start with? Dessert. So this, I like was reading it and reading it and rereading it. I can't believe I've never made a chocolate pie, like ever. And now I'm going to do a chocolate meringue. So instead of just making a chocolate pie, we're going to bring it up a notch and put the meringue on top. And it's all going to bake eventually in the oven, which is good. But I was rereading that. But of course, we have to make it. We have to make the chocolate. We have to put everything together, then bake it, and then let it sit out for an hour and a half. An hour to hour and a half. And then once it's sitting out, we then have to put it in the fridge. So this thing takes a while. So, oh my gosh, you just got out of the hospital. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. Oh my gosh, well, like, wishes to you on getting better. Oh my gosh. And my apologies, by the way, to everyone. I know I was supposed to do The Hobbit today. It's just traveling for work got me this week. And so, like I said, I haven't even been home for 48 hours. This is my first meal I'm actually making at home. Because as soon as I got back from work and we landed, you know, I didn't come in until a little bit later. And then it was like, okay, now I need to unpack, clean all my clothes, get ready for the work week. And then it's like, just take a break from being gone for so long. So I was just like, I haven't even made food in my kitchen like in the last 2 days. So I'm like excited that this is going to be what I'm making. Okay, so we're going to go from the pie to, of course, the braised chicken thighs. They pretty much, as soon as we get all the things cut and cooked a little bit, we're going to let it sit for an hour and cook. Not a problem. Then we'll move on to French onion tart, and then lastly, the Brussels sprouts, just because that's easy. But we're going to start, again, I don't have links to these up above like I normally do, because I pull these from magazines, and like I said, like some of this was from 2017. I'm guessing what magazines I pulled them from, because they don't really have the names. Usually I'm used to the names still being on here, but I think if you just do a general look for these, you could see what recipes you could find online. It was awful. Oh no, you had a tooth infection that spread to your sinus cavity into your ears. Oh, that's gnarly. Top Dog's coming on. I don't know what's happening.
You want the text to be smaller?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry guys, he's got to fix me up. I'm not great at these things. I don't know. See what I mean? How about the Sunday before Super Tuesday? Do another president. Don't worry. We won't discuss politics unless it's history. I know there were so many good recipes we didn't even get to splits. Like it was wild. I have so many things too that I want to do. Okay, well, It's fine. I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out later. It's like massively big.
Yeah, because your problem is everything's big. See how big everything is?
I know. I don't know what happened. And I tried doing a control scroll to make it like smaller. What did you just do? It's okay. Okay. Oop. Just so you guys know, family friendly. So no swearing or anything. Just a friendly reminder.
Yeah, everything's massive.
I know. It's like very large, guys. It's very weird. Okay, I can live with it. I'll figure it out next time.
No, you keep doing your thing. Pretend
Okay.
you're not here.
Except for I need that space you're in. Guys, this is just like what it's like to cook here at home.
Okay.
I'll be in the kitchen and he's like, what do you need? I want this. All right, here we go. I got 2 waters. I'm finishing up a coffee. No worries, Canna Mom. Trust me, I know it's weird. I'm like the odd guy out of, I very much am family friendly. All right, we're gonna first get our pastry shell. That's what we need first. And I did a pre-bought one, and I'm actually doing, oh, this did not defrost like I thought it would. All right, we're gonna have fun. This is gonna be funsies. All right, here we go. Pastry shell, and for the I'm gonna use, so I don't have a lot of tart holders, so I'm gonna use this instead for the French onion tart because I love that look, where I feel like the glass one will work just fine with the pie. Are you laughing because you can't figure it out?
Well, I thought it was just chat, and so I was like, oh, we could go on the Cogwheel, change chat size, right? Everything's big.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
but like, even your monitor, look at the bottom bar.
I know.
Like, everything is big.
I know. Okay.
Do you need that up right now?
Yes. Well, I don't need it up.
Okay, come over here.
Okay.
This is
Here we
kinda
go.
What you're used to seeing, right?
Yeah. Technical difficulties, you all. So this is just a normal pie crust or pastry. I think it's pie. I think I did pie crust. Because I have a lot of these left over. So just a normal one. We're gonna just stick it in. I'm gonna kind of mold it to go over, and then we're gonna bake it at 400 for 15 minutes just to do a pre-bake on it. But I want a yummy crust. So we're just gonna go through. Eek. And I know I'm like pushing it around the sides. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with the little crust coming up. I'm okay with all of that. Okay, so let me grab a fork. This is the best part about working with pies. Oh, yes, way better.
You had, for some reason, this monitor, you had the display itself zoomed in 25%. So
Oh,
everything
that's
was gonna be
weird.
25% bigger. So, but now you're good.
Cool, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. It was so big. You guys have no idea. I could only see half of like most people's, what they were saying, because it was massive. All right, so again, super easy. And I'm not even gonna be putting pie beads down. I'll push it down when it comes out. But again, super simple. This is the Pillsbury one. I actually love it. I think it tastes so good. All right, so we're gonna put that in 15 minutes. All right, now we're gonna have to get the rest of this stuff needed for this meringue. I'm not even gonna like look at any of my other recipes because I wanna make sure I do all of this exactly how it's like sits. Okay, so first thing is we're gonna get 4 eggs. 4 lovely, lovely eggs. And then let me grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're actually gonna separate them. So we're gonna do, let me get little bowls and we'll do the whites in one and the yolks in the other. I'm just gonna use our cereal bowls for this. All right, and this is how I separate. We're gonna first put all of them in one bowl and then I go in with my hands. Nice and easy. I am envious of the people who can crack an egg with one hand, like do this, and oh, I can't. Never been able to. I'm horrible at it. I need to practice, but eggs are expensive and I don't want to practice. They need to make like a fake egg to practice with so you don't waste good egg. Okay. Still has a lot of white on it. Okay. Oop, there we go. You just don't want your yolk to crack into the whites, by the way, with meringue. You really don't want that. So that's why for me, it was just like, okay, but once the yolks are separated, perfectly fine. Okay, these we use, the whites we use for the meringue. So I'm gonna put those to the side. This is the yolks. We will use that for the chocolate. So there we go. We're just gonna like push that to the side and we'll be good to go. Okay, then we need 1.5 cups of sugar. Sugars. So let's go ahead. Okay, half. And then 1. Perfect. All right. And then 2.5 cups. Let me get a big guy here. That's just 2 of whole milk. Right? Okay. 2.5 cups of whole milk. Easy peasy. Here we go. All right, there we go. Okay, 3 ounces of chocolate chips. So I gotta get my scale out real quick. I'm being as careful as I can. I love chocolate pie, so I do not want this thing not to turn out amazing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go so slow with this recipe to make it so good. All right, I gotta kind of come this way with you guys just because the plug is right behind you. All right. And we got 3 ounces. Let's change this to ounces. Okay. Oh, not a lot. 3 ounces. That wasn't even a half cup, which makes, I mean, that makes sense. A half cup would be 4 ounces. But that's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. We may need that again, so we'll put it to the side. All right, then we've got a few other, like, let me make sure here. Because we're going to, in a pan, whisk together sugar. Oh, I need to get some flour. And then milk and chocolate. Okay, so milk. Because we're going to be over in stove view while we do this. Milk and chocolate. The sugar, okay, the flour actually goes in with this. So let's just grab the flour. And it's 3 tablespoons. How about LBJ's chicken fried steak? I need to learn how to make chicken fried steak. Mashed potatoes are great. Oh, that would probably be something Top Dog would love. Patting some meatloaf. Cheeseburger pizza. I mean, this just sounds like good food. Peanut soup. That's not too bad at all. I might have to do that. 100%. That actually sounds really good. And then let me see here. So we have to put that, then the chocolate, then remove from heat. And then the egg yolks, which are right here. We're going to add that into the egg yolks, whisking it. And then stir in butter and some of the vanilla. So I'm going to take, I don't want to use these big pans because I'm going to need them, these big bowls. So let's get our vanilla in, and then I'll cut the butter into this. Because for the meringue, we're going to do really hot water with some vanilla, the egg whites mixer, Add sugar. Okay. Okay. I think we'll be pretty good. Oh no, I already messed this up, guys. Hold on. I was supposed to not do a half of our sugar. Already messing it up. Okay, we're gonna fix this. A half cup of the sugar. I hate when recipes do this. They go, you need 1.5 cups of sugar, and then in the recipe, they change, like, you need a half cup here and a 1/4 cup there, and like, I wish it would just give me, like, you're gonna need 1 cup for the pie, and you're gonna need a half cup for the meringue. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it like that. And then the rest of this, it's my pet peeve with recipes. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that's gonna be for that. Oh! Yeah, he might like that one. All right. No Nebraska, no peanut butter soup. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. He doesn't like peanuts. Like peanut buttery stuff. Okay, this, I have to be so careful now, because now that I know this recipe is going to be confusing. Here we go. Okay. So we need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm going to grab my butter, and we're going to cut a tablespoon of butter. Woo! Okay, here we go. Guys, I'm doing it. I promise. I don't know what this thing is. Are you guys seeing this predict? Rebecca liked all of her recipes today. What do you guys think? Oh, somebody asked it. Oh my gosh. I get it now. Oh my gosh, this is weird. Cheeseburger pizzas are now. I don't know. Okay. I won't knock it till I try it, but I'm definitely a pizza connoisseur, and if, like, it doesn't taste good, like, yeah, 100%. Like, it's a little off, and I'm like, the sauce, because I like barbecue chicken pizza sometimes, but, like, yeah, it's interesting. However, splits, cheese rings recipe, I mean, if that's like mozzarella sticks, I'm for it, because that is, oh, so good. I don't know who like else, but like mozzarella sticks to me are amazing. So make sure to cheer to vote. Thank you, Top Dog. Yeah, I've never seen this predict thing, and I'm liking it. This did not cut straight. Okay, so a tablespoon of the butter in here, which will go in there. 2 minutes left. It's a pizza with ground beef and a sauce that is like ketchup and mustard. Oh, ew, no. What if it was like more of a Thousand Island? I might be able to go for it if it's more Thousand Islandy. Kind of like a secret sauce. I'm not a mustard person. Like, I don't mind it. I like honey mustard, but yeah, like ground beef on a pizza doesn't sound horrible. Like, you think about it, tomatoes, okay, cheese is on the pizza. Like, you obviously wouldn't have lettuce, although I'm not opposed to throwing a little bit of, like, arugula on a pizza. But it's the sauce. I think it's the sauce that would get me, 100%. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm literally like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We got 5 minutes left on our crust. All right, because this is what we have to do. So we have to make the chocolate mixture, put a lid on it, set it aside, and like just keep it semi-warm. Then we have to make the meringue. And once the meringue is done, from there, we go ahead and put the chocolate into the pie tin and then put the meringue on top and stick it right into the oven. So what am I at? Oh, I needed to be at 325. No, I needed to be at, yeah, 325, and I'm at 350. Let me change this, guys, because I don't want to break anything. Or burn, I should say burn, which will break it. So, okay, so we're going to kind of push this stuff over because I'll need it. Now let's get our meringue ready. So that'll be over here. I forgot what we decided to name him. If you all remember, tell me. But the big boy, this has to sit for a while, so I actually might start this first. You know what? We're changing stuff up from this loveliness. So meringue takes a minute, and if your stuff's supposed to be hot, you need to, like, if the chocolate's supposed to stay warm and then you put the meringue on top, like, you should do meringue first. So we're actually going to work on this while we're doing the chocolate, because meringue, you have to whip it so long, which is why we're going to use the mixer today, and I'm not using a hand mixer. However, you can do it with a hand mixer if you don't have a standing mixer. It's just going to take you a little bit of time, because you have meringue. The whole point of meringue is it basically, I'll show it to you, but the peaks, it's like you take whipped cream. The consistency will be like a thinner whipped cream, but stiffer. I don't know how to explain it like that, but yeah. Pork rinds with Tabasco sauce. I'm not gonna lie, pork rinds or chicharrones, those are one of my favorite things to eat, and I do it all the time with sauce. It's actually super yummy of a snack. I'll even use like protein pork rinds that are like flavored and make nachos out of them and then put hot sauce on them. Y'all, I like some weird food, by the way. Like when I get a weird like craving, I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I 100% will do these things. So we gotta add, okay. I'm gonna make meringue kind of the way I know how to, because this one has me doing some weird stuff. So we're gonna add these egg whites, because this is gonna be good. Okay, and then I know that they want a little cream of tartar in there, but I actually don't have any, and I don't have any arrowroot, so I'm gonna just use flour, knowing it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. Because that's just what we're going to do, okay? Right? They're so good. We used to have an English bulldog, and I'd like sing a little song about pork rinds, and he'd get so excited because he'd like want them, especially not with any flavoring, and it was so deliciously good. Okay, we're gonna stick this in, and we are gonna whip this into submission is basically all you're gonna do. So I'm gonna get it to, did it want me to add? No, okay. This is the sugar. What happens? Okay, I'm gonna go through. I'm like scatterbrained. I'm so sorry, guys. I am like, whoo, this is sometimes why I don't stream when I come back from traveling for work, because my brain gets a little funky. So we're doing the meringue first because it's going to take time. Right now I've got some vanilla extract, a little bit of flour, and then the egg whites. They are going to sit and spin with a whisk until soft peaks form. Basically, it's going to like triple in size what we had for the egg whites. Then I will be adding a teaspoon of sugar, or no, I can do a tablespoon of sugar at a time, until it's like fully incorporated and in the mixture. It takes a little bit of time, but it basically makes it so the meringue, if I take the whisk out, it's gonna almost like look like a mountain with snow on it, and it stays that way. That like little almost Dr. Seuss type curl, it'll stay that way. So it takes time though. So I'm just gonna let that sit and go while we work on this chocolate pie. However, our pie just told me it's done. Let's go to stove view. I'm gonna pull it out of the oven here, and this is our pie tart. Oh, and it's looking beauty. Hey, look at that guy. Got a little rip, but I'm fine with that. Yes, yes, that looks so good. Okay, so the chocolate will be going in there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get a nice big saucepan. and a whisk. It keeps saying it wants me to whisk everything, so I'm gonna do it because that's what it wants. I got my recipe right here, so I'm gonna hold it to the side as we go through this 5,000 more times. So it wants the sugar and flour in there. It's kind of weird that it says whisk it in there. I think it's just to mix it. There's no heat yet. Okay, so now we are going to actually turn on the heat. I'm going to do a medium. And let me see here. Whisk together 1 cup of sugar. Then the flour. Stir in milk and chocolate. So I'm going to just add the milk. That way we're good. And I'm going to just keep whisking this so it ends up. Then when it gets hot, I'll put the chocolate in. And then after the chocolate is medium high, bubbling, we're going to reduce the heat, stir for 2 more minutes, and then add a little bit of this into the egg mixture. And the reason you're doing that, by the way, the reason we're not just like going to throw the eggs in once the chocolate is it'll scramble your eggs. So what you do is you take some of your hot and put it in with your, room temp to colder eggs, and you like slowly get the eggs used to that temperature, and then you can add it into the hot. If you just go straight into it, your eggs will literally cook for, you don't want a scrambled egg chocolate pie, trust me. What up, Uncle Stinky? How are you? How is it going? All right, let's get this chocolate in. I feel like that is really not enough chocolate, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, so the egg piece is next. Again, this will be sitting here for just a little bit. How is Seattle treating ya? Top Dog and I are probably going to try going up next year to visit family and do some camping in Seattle. He's never been, and my entire side of my mom's family, they still live there, and I have a few, I have a sibling who lives there, but I've told him, I was like, yeah, to go up and have fun. They live in like the northern part, so... Right? Always more chocolate. That's why I'm like, I got to. National dishes. Ooh, okay. I like that. National dishes would be fun. Kind of get me out of my comfort zone of food, maybe that I'm not used to. When I'm done whisking this, I will write it. Right? I know. Camping, it's just so gorgeous. It is so beautiful, and there's so many really cool places. I just feel like that's not enough chocolate, guys. Like, I get it. It looks chocolatey, but I don't know. I'm a little like, okay, I'm going with the flow here. I'm going with the flow. Like I said, the first time I make a recipe, I do what it says. We're still whisking away on our meringue. Like I said, that's going to take a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go medium-high, get this to a boil. We're going to see what we do. So then once this gets to a boil, let me actually get like a little cup, because we're going to take a little bit of this, put it in with the eggs, and whisk that really fast. So we're going to get that going. Yeah, and our pie crust looks great. I even think I could have done a little less of a time on it, but I think we'll be fine. We'll be okay. Okay, so once this is done, we put this in right away, and then we put the meringue on top, and we stick it in the oven. This is crazy. Hope at the end of the stream you'll pull out bread and breakfast. Right? No, I seriously, it was so funny when I was out traveling for work. I stay in hotels, obviously. And I'm always like, oh my gosh, it'd be so fun if they did this, or so fun if this happened. I want to make sure there's nothing sticking to my bottom. Nope. I honestly, that is my dream, like a bed and breakfast. I think it would be. I was like looking up to like, what are some great dishes for bed and breakfast? This is what I do for fun. Okay, we're getting a little foamy in our meringue here, so I'm gonna start adding some of our sugar, just so we can get it up a little bit. It's kind of a two-step process here. I'm glad I started the meringue before this, though. You guys will see that like takes so much longer. So, okay, I can actually write down your idea, Master, for national dishes. You know what I'm gonna have to do? We're gonna have to pick dishes that like you all from like everyone's like, can you see it? Is it coming through? Kind of. Nope. There we go. See what's coming, you know, like where everyone else is from. I think it'd be so fun to try different food. So who does most of the cooking? In a bed and breakfast, they usually have a dedicated chef depending on kind of what's going on. So it really just depends. Also, your bed and breakfast. Some, it's like their bed and breakfast, it's like it's a continental, which means that, okay, I'm lowering it because we hit our bubbles. By the way, if you guys are like, what are you doing? I'm lowering it down because we hit the bubble stage. For 2 minutes, we're going to let it be for just a little bit. Let me add some more sugar into our meringue. Okay. What up, Electrifying Radio? How are you? How is it going? But, sorry, Splits. I realized I had a thought and I just stopped it. But some bed and breakfasts, like, they consider their breakfast to be, like, continental. So they'll just, like, pre-buy stuff from local places, like local pastries or things of that nature. So it really just depends. Okay, we're going to go ahead. I'm scooping out some of our chocolate here because I'm going to add it. And I don't want to add too much because, again, got to make sure these eggs get to the right temp and that they do not go ahead and cook fully for me. Okay, I'm going to add some more of that heat in there. And if you let your eggs come to room temp, this is a little less of a scary project. Just because, again, it makes it really, really nice and easy to do at room temp. They're not so stunned and in shock. Okay. So now I'm going to add the egg and chocolate mixture gradually back into our original chocolate mixture. And reduce heat. So we're keeping this nice and, it's at, I think, like a 4 for my oven. And then we're going to add that butter and vanilla. Because this is going to make up our chocolate pie. You always thought it was a wipe. No, sometimes it's just, I mean, even like Hilton has bed and breakfasts, like small little ones that they may acquire. But maybe back in the day, but anyone, like I know a lady who owns one, and she, I mean, it was just like her dream. She's never been married. Her dog's there with her. Like, it really is anybody. Okay, we're going to put a lid on that because they say to. We're going to fully reduce the heat, put a slight lid on it because they want us to keep that warm. Oh, I would 100% make an egg Benedict. 100%. Okay, I am just saying, I know you guys can't see it. I am just keeping up with our meringue. It still has a little bit of time to go. Could you imagine they wanted us to now just start the meringue? Like, This takes a while. Like, that's kind of wild to me. Okay, let's clean up not clean up, but just move this stuff over. Because the chocolate part is done for our lovely chocolate pie. So let me wipe this down just a little. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And then, okay, per this recipe, once that's done, which let's check, I finished putting all the sugar in. So now it's just like getting it to that point where it's nice and stiff. Okay. And then we just bake it for 20 minutes. All right, at 325, which we have one at 325. Woo, okay, we're just gonna let that keep going. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on to the next. A crepe Suzette. I don't think I know what that is, Split. What is that? I've never heard of, I mean, I know what a crepe is, but I've never heard it like Suzette. Is it like a savory, a sweet? I don't know what that one is. All right, now we're moving on to our orange wine braised chicken. So we're gonna make everything, and then you have to like set it aside or cook it for an hour, but we're gonna do good. So I have to get a plate to put over here. You guys will see why in a second. I'm gonna run through. Sorry, radio, for some reason, some of my commands are still not working, but today we are doing a French onion tart. We're doing Brussels sprouts with a miso dip. We're doing orange wine braised chicken thighs and chocolate meringue pie. Ooh, this is actually, I've been out of town working for a little bit. This is my first meal I'm actually making I've only been home for like 48 hours. I have gotten every other dish out, and I'm so excited to like be home cooking. So yeah, that is actually what we are making today. All right. I'm going to stop this for a second. Let's see how we're doing. Oh yeah, no, we're not even close. Nope. This is no bueno. We got to keep this going. I have it on the highest speed, by the way, so just know that's taking place. Okay, so this guy, what we're going to do is we're first going to get our salt and pepper. We're going to put it on our chicken thighs, set those aside. Then in our Dutch oven over here, we are going to cook onions, cook oranges. We're then going to take them off after cooked, cook red onions until they're browned, and then set them aside on the same plate with the oranges. Then add garlic. Welcome Top Dog, guys. Again, I know, he fixed us. Oh, he's going to go see a movie. So this is it, guys. He's not going to try the food. Hopefully he likes it.
I'll try it after.
Yeah, he'll try it after, because he won't be back home until he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to go see the Aliens movie.
Alien Romulus.
Yeah, Alien Romulus is what he's going to go see. I don't know if you guys can hear us with all that noise.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I know, radio. I was like, but I had to do the, like the Hobbit menu, and I felt so bad. I was like, I have no time. I was working like 12-hour days, and I was like, I have no time to figure out a good menu. And I felt so bad, but I was like, the Hobbit deserves a better menu, because that's what I was supposed to do today. But I collect recipes, like some of these are from 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't do anything with them. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go into my binders of recipes, and I'm going to pull things that just sound good, and that's what I'm making. Like, it truly is just me cooking random stuff. But yeah, I've almost been home for 24 hours or 48 hours. See? Ugh. Like, all that. Can I make blueberry scones? Oh, yes. I am good with scones. I actually love scones a lot. I think they're so deliciously yummy. Okay, let's start getting some things together here. But yeah, no, I love scones. I actually love cranberry scones are some of my all-time favorites. Like a cranberry with almonds. Like, that just sounds like a good time to me. All right, let's see. I want to see how this is going. We're still... Yeah, we're still not getting there enough. I might have to make another meringue. Because this guy, he should be puffy by now. And he's really not. So we'll keep him going a little longer. And if not, then I'm going to start it all over again. Right? I know. You have to have scones with the bed and breakfast. I couldn't even imagine if you didn't. Okay, here we go. So this is our orange wine. Okay. Braised chicken thighs. Which they wanted bone in, skin on, all of that. So that is what we're doing. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. All right, we're going to grab a lot of salt and a lot of pepper. Get these suckers nice and salty. Nice and peppery. Gonna smash it down there a little bit, flip it over. This is why I disinfect. Every time after stream, I like disinfect everything because I'm like, you know, I probably touched something and forgot I touched it and touched something else. All right. All right. Easy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, you did. Awesome. Thank you, Jedi. I was like, okay, I'm thinking, and I might be off, but I was thinking, you know, okay, like garden-y. I found a recipe I want to try for like a double chocolate zucchini cake. And I was like, ooh, like that might be kind of delicious. What's up, Tanner? Bonjour. I know, right? It's kind of French today. It is a little bit Frenchy today. How are you? This is literally me picking things at random that I'm like, let's just make it. Let's have fun. See what we can do. So it's actually quite a random thing. Honestly, everything on here is something I wanted to eat. So I was like, if I'm cooking myself, like I said, you know, I was traveling, so this is my first meal back at home that I'm actually cooking. And I no joke, went in and was like, what is just going to bring me the happiness of cooking at home and tasting amazing? And I was like, this meal is. This is what sounds good. Okay, so first we're going to get our oranges. And you know what? I'm not going to put this on a plate. I'm going to put these all in a bowl, and then eventually they go back in the bowl. Take the stickers off. Right, not a little bit. It's pretty, yeah. Well, that's good. I never know. Like, if somebody says, what kind of food do you cook? I'm like, anything? I'll eat almost anything. Okay. And again, we're going to cook the oranges. We're going to cook onions. We're going to cook everything. Okay. So I'm going to put all that in there. And then red onion. And they want me to cut these how? Peeled, quartered. Okay. I can do that. And we'll just take the ends off. But how are you doing, Tanner? How's everything going? Okay. And then I'm actually excited. So one of the things with this orange, obviously wine braised, is we're going to put wine in it, but I had to get orange wine. And I had never heard of that. So I'm quite ecstatic to be able to have that. We'll see if it tastes good. Okay. Come on. Little corners here. So this recipe is really interesting. I've never braised this way. But we are going to cook each individual vegetable and fruit in oil in the pan, then pull it out, cook the next one in that same oil and pan, and then put everything back I'm so used to braising being like you kind of put everything in at once and you cook it and then you let it sit. So I'm really excited for this recipe. It's like very intriguing to me. Okay. Oh my gosh, the tears are about to come. Freshly squeezed orange juice. Oh, yes. I know, they're massive. You want to know what's so funny, Jedi? Is the recipe calls for like 4 small onions. These were the smallest I could find, and I was like, I'm going to do 2. I'm doing 2. Because I can't do a small. Like, that's not existing right now. Okay. Woo. Okay. The tears are coming. I'm almost done. Whew, whew, whew. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on. All right. Okay, let's just wipe that down. Wipe this down. And wipe my hands. You guys, I can never. All right, let me check this. If it still hasn't gone, that means I'm going to have to redo. Yeah, there's no way. That's not a meringue. What is that doing? Okay, let me grab, I don't even know where my phone is. You know what? We're going to just Google. We're going to Google on the computer, guys. Because this one didn't work. So I'm going to see if I can find one that's going to work better. I think it's because... Yep, okay. I did everything it's saying. It might be because of the room temp. We might just have to chocolate pie it. Bake it. You know what? I think I'm just going to bake it and we're going to whip cream it. Okay? It didn't work. No problem, Tanner. Okay. We're changing our methods. Changing our methods, guys, because the meringue didn't work. We're going to put the chocolate in this, and then I'm going to bake it. Probably half the time. Like, look at this. It's already, like, thickening up. So let's just pour. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're going to just do whipped cream on top when it's all said and done. Okay. We're going to bake this. Ooh, no, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. At 325 for like 15 minutes. I'm about to go to main view again, guys. Sorry. Let me just get this set. Again, could not get that meringue to work. It's probably because of the cream of tartar that I missed. And I don't have it. So we just do what we can. We do what we can. Oh, and now we're just going to set this guy back. He's done. This just, meh. I'm going to have to work on my meringue skills. Usually I'm pretty good at it, but this time, no. All right, this is my favorite part of this recipe. I know, right? Got to let everybody smell this up. This recipe calls for 12, by the way. 12. Finally a recipe I can agree with. Garlic cloves. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, whole head. I should just say that. 10, 11. Oh, there is, no joke, 12. Perfectly in this head of garlic. I love it. Roxy, you're going to have to hold on. I might, because Top Dog's not here, I might have to take a break to let the dogs out. But we're going to keep going. She's probably going to be good for a teeny bit longer. So this one, we're not dicing or anything. They just want these peeled. So because they're smaller, I'm going to put it in a smaller dish so I don't lose them. Because we are going to be putting everything back into there. So I'm just doing a little crush. Just so we can get that peel started and make it easier. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on, Roxy. You guys might have to give me a second once we're done with the garlic. Gotta let the peppers out. so funny. I knew that would happen too. I was like, oh, as soon as Top Dog leaves, the dogs are gonna want to go outside. All right. Sounds like that Lion King song. It's like, it means nowhere. Hakuna Matata. I was like, what's that song? What's the song? It's like a jazzy version of it. Okay. Why in the back? They would. Probably because my guess is a lot of people didn't have like air conditioning, and so you just wanted your hot pie to cool. That would be my guess as to why they did it. Okay, let me do this. I'm almost done with the garlic, but my dog would 100% need to use the restroom because they're ringing the bells. So I'm going to be right back, guys. Let me just give me like not even probably 5 minutes, probably 3. So hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, I told you guys it would take me nothing. My dogs are very good. They go out, they do their business. The neighbor bratty kids can smell it. Oh my gosh, right? That's like, it gets everybody hungry and excited to eat. That's like Disneyland. In their bakeries, they blow the air out when you're walking in like the downtown area and stuff and Main Street. They do that so that you go in and you eat. And that you're like constantly hungry. Right? It's that action. Exactly, Jedi. Plus, why not make everybody else jealous that you're getting a pie? You're eating pie. We had an apartment when we first moved here that had kind of one of those windowsills in the kitchen that popped out a little bit so you could do that, and I loved it. I was like, if I ever build my own house, I want to do that because it was so nice. Like that's actually where we ended up having an herb garden and all this stuff in the window, and it's the one thing like I absolutely loved about that apartment. Okay, now we're getting down to the ends here. The ends of this garlic. Yeah, that's not cute. Some of these are just real little guys. Can't believe it. They should just say a whole head of garlic, man. This is my kind of recipe, though. The fact that they want a whole head of garlic. Yes, please. That's how the pies get stolen, right? Put them in a pie safe that had shelves. Oh, yeah. Do you guys want to know something else, too, that's really fun? So if you know with cakes, like fondant, fondant was actually first created to cover a cake to go out to a picnic. And when you were ready to eat it, you would take the fondant off because the fondant would attract the flies, but they didn't have covers yet. This was way back in the day. So fondant was never meant to be eaten. It was actually meant to keep the flies off of your food, off of your sweets. Oh my gosh, look at this thick, you guys probably can't see this. Let me stove you. This is the like what's left of the chocolate pie. Look at how nice and thick that is. Oh my word. And it tastes delicious. Like, hello, freshly baked pies, right? I used to not like pies. I used to not like them as much, and now I'm starting to. I think, you know what it is? I gotta like figure out which ones I love, but cobblers, which basically is the same thing as a pie, just in a messy form. I love cobblers, like 100%. Like, exactly, Jedi. Oh, I can't. When I used to have a cake business, I would never do fondant. I only did buttercream because I was like, it's just so gross. And I've made fondant out of marshmallow. I've like done that. But I can never find a way that's like, this is yummy. Okay, here we go. We're going to start the cooking process for our braisen here. We're going to be fully, by the way, over here this entire time while we're doing it, because we're going to cook individually all these guys, and then including the garlic. Then you're going to cook the meat, and then we make the sauce, which I guess while these are cooking, we'll make the sauce. I don't need to do everything super slow today, although that's my brain. So we're just putting a bunch of olive oil. And I'm going to let that warm up, and then I'll move you guys to stove view. So, yeah, bakeries to me are they are my, I don't know, kryptonite, I guess. A donut shop, bakeries, like baked goods to me just, it's why I went into the business of doing that, because it's just so deliciously just, to me. So good. All right, so once everything's been transferred, cooked, then we set it aside. And we're going to put flour. So I'm going to go ahead and put some flour in here. We just need 2 tablespoons of flour. Which, perfect. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of flour. And I'm just going to set that over here because when we're making the sauce, we'll be over there. And then this is the fun part. So we're going to need 2 cups. Okay, of orange wine. So this is the one I found, like an orange sangria wine, a grape wine. That smells good. Okay, maybe I should try some of it. Let's see. Oh, I could drink that all day. That's deliciously refreshing. Okay, so we got 2 cups of our orange wine. And then we're going to do orange juice. And it's so funny, I actually still have the one we used last time. So we're going to be doing 1 cup of orange juice. So I'll measure, no, the other cup thing had my chocolate in it. So we'll measure that out after we're done. Then chicken broth. I gotta go grab it. Plus a couple more pages of Hobbit. Thank you, Jedi. You know what's funny too? I gotta tell you. So I work in Orange County when I have to travel. That's where I go. And there is an entire Hobbit restaurant there. And I almost was like, should I just steal their menu? But their menu is so intricate. I was like, I don't even know how to do half of these things. Like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, oranges first. And they want like 2 minutes on each side, by the way. They want these to be browned. They said even blackened in spots. So just so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Hobbit cooks simple meals, just lots of them. Yeah, I'm going to look at, thank you, Jedi. I really appreciate the help. Like, I felt so bad not doing it today, but I was like, I can't just not like, I can't give it its due, right? Like, it's such a great theme that you have to do it. Like, you have to make sure you do it right. I'm just getting my chicken broth, by the way. Sorry, guys, I didn't tell you why I left the screen. This is beef, not chicken. Hold on. Am I out of chicken broth? Give me 1 second, everybody. We might be doing oh no, there it is. Okay. I was like, I buy in bulk all my broths. So I know I had one. Okay, that's also a cup. Yeah, I honestly, and that's why like I'm trying to find these fun little recipes that maybe are a little bit different or unique, and maybe have some more of that garden type, like natural, not natural taste, but I don't know. That double chocolate zucchini cake got me that I was like, maybe I need to be working on that. Okay, let's get some Dijon mustard. I believe I still have some. I do. And this is crazy because they want an entire third cup of Dijon. There we go. That's wild. That is the most mustard I've seen in a long time. Okay. And then let's turn these over. Let's see what they're looking like. Oh, these aren't even browned yet. Oh, it's probably because my stove's not on high. Okay. They're going back. We're going back to get things. Okay. So we got our flour, we got our wine, we got our orange juice, we got our broth, our Dijon mustard, then 4 tablespoons, which I believe this is, I was doing it. 4 tablespoons of butter, got that. Love that when that happens. 1 teaspoon of sugar. Do all of these come in together? Not really. Okay, so the sugar, we're just gonna grab a teaspoon. It actually goes with the mustard. So I'm gonna like lightly put it on the mustard, see if it can hold all of it. It can. Perfect. We'll just be very careful when we do that. Okay. And then some rosemary. So we got, they just want like 4 sprigs. I don't have a way to tie them, and I'm fine with that. I'll just pull them out when they're ready. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think we got everything. All right, we're gonna go stove view again. Yeah, I agree with you, Jedi. Like, they look like, and again, it's almost like it's very natural-esque, I should say. Like, I don't know, like you said, hearty. Oh, some of these are starting to brown. Good. Hearty, but delicious and not difficult, right? That's like how everybody wants to cook. Like, I know the meals that I cook on here can be a little extreme, but when I'm just at home, like, and we're just eating normal, like, you know, on a Tuesday night, I want it that way, nice and easy. So eventually all of these will go back in the bowl. Lots of oil. It did warn me the oil was going to be flying up because of the juices. When oil and some kind of juice or water get together, they definitely get a little funky. Ooh, our pie is done. Let me grab it so I can show you guys. And then I'm going to set it to the side. Got to set out for at least an hour. And then from there, we have to put it in the fridge. Ooh, this looks like a good pie. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to try to carefully do this. Look at our chocolate pie. We are going to 100% be putting whipped cream. Seeing that our meringue didn't work. So let me set that out. Woo! Chocolate pie for the win. So hot I don't even feel like cooking. Oh my gosh, we're finally cooling down. Finally. You had Spam, lettuce, and tomato sandwich and a can of soup. That's not bad. I literally made sure that we have, whatchamacallits, eggs. Because I love making, like, egg salad sandwiches when it's hot out. Like, and I told Top Dog I was going to be making those this week, like, for myself for lunch. And he was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You have to make some for me. And I was like, of course I will. I know, turkey legs. I don't think I've ever cooked a turkey leg. Like, the only time I ever cook turkey is Thanksgiving when I make the big turkey. So, 100%. Now, Jedi, what kind of sandwich was it? Or soup, I mean. Okay. So I'm going to switch switch these out here. Get our onions in now. And again, it's like two per side, like 2 minutes per side is all they want. So, and I'm just literally sticking it back into that bowl that we made. And then eventually all of these are going to go back in. What's weird is this recipe said add water if needed, which it definitely needs water. Just kind of scary to add water when you have oil, because that's the worst time. So I'm going to slowly add water in a moment, just because I don't want them to all fully burn and all this lovely flavor to go away. Campbell's chicken gumbo. Ooh. Oh my gosh, those eggs are expensive. Yes. Because I use eggs so much, I end up buying like the huge amount of them. But even today, I think I bought a 5 dozen and it was $25. Something like that. It was high. It was really, really high. And I was just like, okay, if that's like what I gotta do, then it's what I gotta do. Ooh, guys, this is smelling so good. Okay. So we're going to do this. All right. All right. And I'm like, I think we're doing good. We're doing good. We're getting these all nice and cooked. All right. And then we have the garlic. I think I can do the garlic now with it. Like, I don't know why they're making us do it all in batches separately. Because to me, the garlic, like, I've got room for it. I wonder if they're used to people who maybe don't have as big of a Dutch oven. But I definitely don't see a point of that. Let's speed this up, right? Why do everything separate? Okay, so we're going to let those sit for just a little bit. And then eventually we'll put the chicken, which we've already got cooking. I forgot we were supposed to add paprika to it. So let me just grab the paprika so we can add some of that to it. And when I put them in, I'll add more to the other side. But this will be so good. And again, I know I've said it before, but just in case you're new with meat, to make it even crispier, you always want to make sure it's dry. That's like the key to crispy, is the dryness. So of the meat, and that's steak, fish, seafood, everything. See, look at how messy I get with these. Like, recipes to me, I have to put them in plastic sleeves if I like them, because it will always be a mess. Okay, so once we got all this going, then we're going to put in the flour. I'm going to try to put this in the order I need it. So the flour goes in for a little bit, then the wine, then the orange juice, then the broth, then the mustard and butter. Let me do that. Okay, and then we put the chicken back in. Okay, like everything goes in and then comes out. It's a very unique one. But while that's kind of working, maybe we'll look at our onions here. So the onion tart is actually with the yellow onions, which is like a sweet onion. So I'm excited for that. But the other piece to that too is I gotta pre-cook our thing again. So let me just pre-cook it, because this will take a little bit more time. So let's pre-cook our tart while we can, because then when we get to that onion part, oh, the tears. But they want them thin, so I might use the mandolin to do that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Why make this difficult, right? Okay, come on. Okay. And I just pre-buy my crust. I ain't fancy here. Maybe one day I'll do a from scratch crust. This is just Pillsbury. I actually get them like in a set of 4. Oh, this might have gotten a little too warm. It's okay. I figure it out. We figure things out as we go. Okay. Come on, sucker. He's thinning out a little bit. All right, we're gonna do a little Frankenstein of a tart here. Just because he ripped a little bit. He's a little thin in some places. So we Frankenstein it together, and that is fine. Again, as long as it tastes good. I'm not a professional chef. It's just me eating it. Okay, and then this area is really thin. Okay. Cut that like that. Let's come over here. And again, same with this one. I'm not even going to use like pie beans just because it's not going to rise too much because it's not a pastry dough. I'm actually using a pie. So I just need to put some like air in it. Okay, here we go. All right, 400 again, 15 minutes. Actually, 15 was a little bit long for the last one, so we're gonna do 12. 12 on this one. All right, let's see how these guys are looking. Okay, very nice. Let's rotate. Get these, and of course with the onions, they fall apart. So I'm gonna do my best to keep these guys going. Ooh. There we go. Oh, we're looking good though. I'm liking it. Definitely I'm going to put some more oil in here, however. Not water this time, but I'm going to put some more oil. So I want to keep everything super moist, so that way we're good to go. Okay. Are these? No, this is for the orange wine braised chicken thighs. So I'm cooking all the vegetables. We're about to throw the meat in and then make the sauce. Yeah, this definitely is a braising process I've never done. I'm actually about to start the tart though, like start cutting the onions for the tart. My eyes are about to be crying all on stream. Because it's interesting, the tart kind of works like the pie, where I'm going to pre-make everything. They want me to pre-make everything and then pour it into the tart and cook it. I find that kind of fascinating. Like, so let's do this first. I got to get the Gruyere out. That's going to be the cheese, and unfortunately, I didn't get Gruyere. I have Gouda, but I'm fine with that because it's a delicious. I actually love Gouda. So, okay. So we're going to do a little bit of Goudas. So I definitely want that one, and then we're going to do small slices of the onion. So I'll have that. Ooh, okay. That to the side. All right, I want to do the Gouda first. So yeah, it's quite interesting how they're actually having me make this one, I think. Hey, Rufio. Oh, hello, Belle. Oh my gosh. I love it. Just mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my gosh. All the kids, to all of you guys. How are you doing, Rufio? I'm just going to grate all this. So, Master, I have tried a few times. Honestly, with my work schedule, it really just depends. I'm going to be very, very honest. It just depends on my day and how it's going. I never know during the week how it's going to go down. So if I can, I will on a Wednesday. It's why I don't put it on my schedule, because if I can, I will. But there are some times that I don't finish work till like 9 o'clock at night. And on those days, like I go to bed at 9:30, so it's like I stream me getting ready for bed like for 30 minutes. So I for sure would love to, but it really just depends. Oh, it is. It is. Okay. Yeah, that day I probably won't be streaming. That's a hard one. That's definitely a harder one to do. All right. We're going to just keep with this Gouda. This Gouda. All right. Let me check. Let's check our stuff here. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're going to take this stuff out. And again, we're putting it back in with the oranges. And the next thing going in here, by the way, is this chicken. And that's going to be about 7 minutes for each side. I definitely need to put more oil in because this oil is just being put through the ringer today. Okay. Woo. Trying to get all of this that I can. Only getting hit with a few splashes here. Again, all of this goodness is going to go back in there. It's interesting that they had me do all of this first before even putting like anything else in there. So here we go. Here's our chicken. I have to still put that paprika on the top if you remember. I forgot to. So let's see here. I'm going to just add it. And again, it's going to be about 7 minutes per side. Nothing's too crazy. I do have a hot oven, so it might not even take that much. Might not. Okay, back to our shred in here. So this shred here is for our French onion tart that I am so excited about. The tart will be done, the actual tart part will be done in 6 minutes. Ooh. Let me get another bowl here for all the Gouda. And we're going to be making most of the sauce and the onions on the stove. And then from there, we put it in the tart and cook it again. Which, oh I know. I know, Master. Wouldn't that be the best? Fried because it tastes so good. I would not be opposed to that. Okay, I'm going to just cut this like this. I love Gouda so much. I think that might be my favorite cheese. Is Gouda. And this one I'm doing a smoked Gouda. It just sounded really good. With like the French onion. I'm thinking like, you know, French onion soup? Like imagine making that instead of in an oven on like a campfire and getting that like smoky goodness. That's like what I'm hoping this will taste like. Is like a yummy smokiness of French onion. Okay, so we got that out. Now I'm going to replace with my big old slicer. This one I'll actually wear the glove for. I'm going to try to comedy with that, Joe. Right? All right, here we go. So, French onion tart. Oh my gosh, Scared Dark Man! Hey, thank you for the alert. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let me get you on the board. I hope you have a good time at work. Hope it's not too bad, that it's a fun Sunday for you. Oh my gosh, thank you though. You guys, I got to meet Scared Dark Man, by the way, at TwitchCon last year. He is seriously amazing. One of the best people, like, that I've ever met. Like, Top Dog and I, no joke, we, like, absolutely love watching Scared Dark Man. I'm a big lurker. I will not lie, you play games that scare the heck out of me. But, no, he is absolutely amazing, guys. He is so fun and just one of the best people. TwitchCon was so insane last year and so fun. It was my first time going and I met so many people, but like I can honestly say there's only a handful of people I got to meet that still impact me to this day. and one is Scared Dark Man. He is so amazing. So I have to say it. It's amazing. The chef cried twice while making French onion soup. First he was chopping the onions, second when he tasted it. Oh, I really hope my French onion tart tastes that good. I wanted to. Thankfully, sweet onions don't get me as much. So these ones I should be fine with. Let's hope. You guys, I've already cried from the other onions that we did. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the sweet onions now, I'm going to use the mandolin. That's what this thing's called. Because we need thin slices. And I'm not going to try to cut thin slices when I have something that can do it and help me. I do though. If you guys get one of these, wear the glove. I'm telling ya. I have seen one too many injuries of people not doing that. And when you get down to a part like this, usually comes with something like this. You can kind of see it has little stabbers. You literally can like stab it in until you get to the very bottom. And I'm like, nope, we're good now. Now we got nice thin onions. These are really juicy today, which is quite nice. You know, I'm just going to pre-stab here. I don't even know where that went. Oh, okay. I will legit tell you, one of the people who had a horrible experience with a mandolin was actually my mother-in-law. And oh, I remember that one. That lasted for a while. And that lady, she is a beast in the kitchen. She is very good at cooking. I think I'm going to have her on one time just so you guys can meet her. And we'll make some of her, like, she makes, like, her family loves her spaghetti, like, all this stuff. So I might have to have a guest chef come in and have it be my mother-in-law, who, by the way, I am very good friends with. So for me, it's like just cooking with a friend. And then my brother-in-law, he is really creative in the kitchen too. So I think for sure, they don't live in Vegas. So next time they come up, I'm going to have to do something so you guys can meet them. This would be all of Top Dog's family. Okay, the tears are coming now. Thankfully, the onions are done, but the tears are coming. In France, they make them wear chainmail. Oh, yeah. I almost got one because it's kind of like my glove. It stops you because it catches it. But if you don't pay attention, if you like go through, it's a fabric. It's just a really thick fabric. So if you go through, it's so, I mean, it can still go through that. Okay. Here we go. Turn in these chickens over. Look at how nice and crisp. I will be adding some more olive oil. Oh my gosh, I'm crying so much now. And we're not trying to cook the chicken. You're going to notice like some of that chicken, it's not cooked yet. It's just getting that outside done. Oh my gosh. Okay. The tart part of the French tart is done. Let me go back to stove view so you guys can see it. And I wanted to try this one at a little, yeah, much better. Okay. So here we go. It's not perfect, but it works. It's going to get filled up anyways. Let me bring it closer to the camera for you all. Ooh. So you can see we're going to fill that up in there. Okay, and let's see. Oh my gosh, the tears. The tears, the tears, the tears. All right, this guy is a 350. So let me move one of my ovens to 350. Okay, our tart is at 400, which we had, and it stays at 400. Perfect. And then our Brussels sprouts will be at 400 as well. Okay, we're doing good. I think the next thing will be, let's see here. I'm trying to think because I want to try to get things out somewhat around the time. Let me put the pie in the fridge because we've definitely hit enough time that it's been out. So I got to make some room here. So give me a moment off camera to make make some room. And then we're gonna have to make whipped cream as well, but that we can wait till the very, very end. Okay, pie is in the fridge. We're doing good. Let's read while the rest of our chicken is getting all nice and crispy. So we are going to take a pot and we are going to heat. We're gonna cook all of these with salt, butter. Okay, that's it, just salt and butter. And then we got to, does it want us to do the garlic clove? We add a little bit of water, and we're going to keep them cooking until they're golden brown, but not black. So they want you to add water to this occasionally, because it's almost like we want it to be translucent and brown, but we don't want them to burn. Then we stir in garlic, vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, pepper, and half the cheese. Then we add it to our pie shell. And let's see, it goes through like what to do if you have a pie shell. So I'm trying to like look at the end. And then we add Dijon mustard to the bottom of, oh no, we add Dijon mustard to the pie shell. Then the onion mixture, then a little bit more of that cheese. Ooh, okay. This isn't, it's not horrible. So we need butter still. I need more butter, always more butter. That's how you know it's a good French recipe. There's butter and butter and butter. All right, so let's see. We're gonna be doing it with 3. 1, 2, 3. So all I'm gonna do is just, oh, there's a little skin here. Let me get that off. Okay, so we did that. And we're gonna need 1 garlic clove. Oops. We're gonna be moving over, by the way, in a moment to do the rest of our braising over there, because that's gonna take a minute. It has to sit in the oven for like an hour. Yeah, I think we're actually ready. Okay, we're gonna hold off on the tart. Let's move over to our lovely braising. Let me grab a plate. Actually, it can go in with everything else. So we're gonna pull this off the heat, nice and hot. Oh yeah, we've got the crispy. All right, so we're taking the chicken off. And all I did is put the chicken in the same bowl, because all of this will be going back in, which is awesome. Then, I know I already used my whisk, and I only have one, shockingly. We're gonna add in our flour. And they want us just to mix it up, which is perfect. And let's see here. I need, because they don't want you completely off the heat, so I want to be semi on it. Okay, now we're going to add that wine in. Ooh. And this is that orange wine. That's delish smelling. Then 1 cup of orange juice. That was the leftovers, so we're gonna keep that going. Okay, here's our 1 cup of orange juice. Then 1 cup chicken broth, and I'm just measuring these out to the side right now, guys. I mean, this smells, I mean, it's citrusy smelling, which is yum, yum, yum. Okay, so mix that up. I want to make sure, orange juice. Then we're gonna add, gotta get a smaller spatula for this, that Dijon mustard with that sugar that we all measured out a little earlier. There we go. Get all that in. Oops. Here we go, here we go. And then that butter, we had that big old pat of butter here. That's 4 tablespoons. Whoop, here we go. Boop. Guys, I'm a mess. All right, and then, let's see. It says just to stir it all, and then we're gonna bring this to a boil. We do not put the rosemary in yet. That's kind of the last thing we're gonna do. So we're gonna put this like that. We're just gonna keep stirring. It wants us to add at the end a little salt, pepper. Oh my gosh, that sauce is good. Definitely needs a little peppery, but I'm loving it because this is kind of the sauce that's going to be infused in all of this. Okay, so yeah. Oh, so it does. It wants the salt and pepper now. So yeah, we can just keep going with that salt. Then let's get the peppers. Okay. And then I'm just trying to kind of stir it until I see that butter's done. And then I'm going to let it just sit and boil itself. Because they want to get it to a point that this sauce reduces so much and is so thick that it coats the spoon. And it's not super coating the spoon right now. So we're getting there though. And I want to make sure that I'm scraping everything off the bottom because those are all the good bits, the good flavor bits. All right. Then yeah. And yeah, because they're saying this sauce takes about 8 to 10 minutes, which I cannot believe. All right. Okay, we're just gonna keep that going. That's looking good to me. So I'm gonna let it come to a boil and just let it be for a teeny bit. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Garlic is gonna be a fine mince. And this I'm gonna put into a big bowl with all the rest of our stuff we're gonna make. Because it's going to be a part of the sauce that goes in with the French tart. I'm just going to make this as fine as possible. There we go. Nice and easy. Simple. All right, let's go in. I gotta get some water, guys. Ooh, it's hot in here, by the way. Having that stove on and both ovens, I haven't felt like the heat in a while from here, and now I'm like, woo! It's all warm up in here. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the rest of our, sauce we're gonna have to use. Let's get that going here. Just so I have it all ready. Not that I need to speed up any time, because I got a lot of stuff that we still have to, wait for. But, preparedness. Okay, so this is with the salt and the pepper. This, and then my cheese is over there, so we're good with that. So 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. 2 teaspoons. Oh, this is going to be like a French onion soup in a tart. I'm really excited. Okay, 2 teaspoons sherry cooking wine, if I can open it. All right, come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. 2 teaspoons of this. Okay. 1 garlic clove, sherry, Worcestershire, some ground pepper. So we'll do some ground pepper in here. And then we actually have to get some more of that Dijon mustard that we had. And we're gonna cut some chives because they want it to be a chive Dijon mustard thing, but it's gonna go on the bottom of the tart, which I think is quite exciting. Okay, this is quite bubbly. I just wanna Make sure we're burning nothing. But we're getting there. Okay. Okay. Chives. Don't forget what I'm trying to do here. We must not forget. All right. So it wants just like a tablespoon, which isn't too much. That'll work. Of Dijon. And then just some, just a little bit of some chives. Those chives aren't looking too hot, but it's fine. We will work with them. We're actually going to put this on the tart now because we can. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can touch that. Not a problem. So we already cooked our tart, and now they just want to put this chive and Dijons at the bottom. So we will take care of that. I've never done this in a tart before. Like added a layer of some kind of a sauce or condiment at the bottom. I think that's really interesting. It probably will honestly give it, like, you crunch in, you get your flavors, and then it hits you with another flavor. It like makes me think of other things I could do this with, like honeys. Ooh, some honeys at the bottom would be good, especially in like a tart with like brie or something. That would be delish. All right, so let's see how. Let me try. That turned out pretty good. All right. So we're first gonna cook the. This is what it's like. Normally, I'm looking at my screen, looking at you guys reading this, because these all came from magazines. I have to kind of read it. So we're gonna cook these with salt, no pepper, just salt with these guys. Okay, I can put some salt on these then, because they want a pretty generous amount. There we go. Okay. Cook these with salt. Add water if needed to keep them from burning. Remove from heat. And then we're going to stir in all of this and half the cheese. So we can bring it back in here with half the cheese. Taste. Put in the pie tin. Wow. And then add the rest of the cheese. Bake until golden brown. And then the cheese is not melted. Oh, this is easy. This is actually not going to be too bad for a tart. This is pretty easy. Okay, so we're going to go on this side while we're doing this, because we're running out of space. I'm going to get a big pot for this guy, because yeah, we'll be able to do that. Okay, let's go to stove view. We're now going to do like, we're doing one thing over here, our tart's over there. Let's see how this guy's looking. Oh yeah, we're nice and thick. Do you guys, I don't want it to drip on me, but do you guys see that? You see how nice and thick that is? Oh my gosh, that's so good. This is gonna taste like orange chicken without it being like fried. This is so ready. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're ready actually, which I'm excited about because this has to sit for a little bit. That is, oh my gosh, that's so good. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is turn off the heat. We're gonna add the chicken back in the pot. And they said it'll be about halfway. Oh my gosh, do you guys see how beautifully this is coating the chicken? I don't know if you guys can see it. But like, look at this, like, ugh, you probably can't because of the craziness of this. But, oh my gosh, this is coating so nicely. Okay, get that chicken in there. And then you're gonna nestle the rest of this stuff all around it. So all those goods that we pre-cooked. So your oranges, the garlic. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Hello. And then you're going to just stick your rosemary in, kind of get it in there. You mainly want your chicken to be what stays under all that liquid. You don't have to worry about everything else because that's not your main dish. It's that chicken. So this is gonna go in, let's make sure. This goes in the 350. Whoops. I need to move my rack up here. This is gonna go 350 until super tender, and let me stick the lid on. Oh no, they want this uncovered. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever done a Dutch oven uncovered. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so they want this to go in. It's not gonna need an hour. I'm gonna say about 45 minutes because I'm using a little less chicken than what they asked for. So 350, 45 minutes. Woo! And I can tell you that sauce was like delicious orange chicken sauce. That's what that tasted like. Okay. Got that down because once that's out of the oven, we're good. We are good. Okay. Now we've got our onions. I'm going to fill up some water here because I already know I'm going to need it. So all we're doing is we're trying to cook these onions down to be nice, translucent brown, not burnt. Actually, I want to move that too. We want a new spoon. Let's get that butter down there. So this is just salt, onions, and butter. I'm going to keep it moving until that butter is fully melted. Just so nothing, oh look at this little onion rings. Okay. I don't want anything to burn. And then we'll add water. It's basically like you're going to be doing like a light boil to the water's almost all gone. They're slightly getting brown, and then you may add some more water into it. So we're just going to keep turning this until that butter is nicely melted and everything works super well. Oh, I'm so excited for this meal tonight. Oh, I'm so excited to eat. And we still have the Brussels sprouts to make. Like, absolutely love Brussels sprouts. So for me, I'm excited. Okay, let's keep this going. Whoop. All right. And this will still take like 15 to 20 minutes. That's what they're saying in this. Now, I will say, whatever, I wish I knew what magazine this came from. I got to start writing it down if it's not on the page. Because I will say, like, they definitely underestimated some other stuff. So I'm not going to say this is going to take 8 to 10 minutes. Probably for me, it'll take maybe 5. But we're gonna just keep it going. Keep this going. All right. Oh, I love this. Look at it. It's so good. I love onions. What's funny is Top Dog kept trying to make me a few weeks ago make soup, but I was like so hot I didn't want to make soup. So it's kind of funny that he's missing today, and it's like a tart based off of one of his favorite soups that I make. He'll eat it, though, when he gets back. I know that. Okay. Just going to keep this going. Don't want anything too crazy with that. So I had a little bit more butter left in the dish. And I'm going to grab the cheese and that little Worcestershire garlic salt. I don't even know what that was. And then the cheese, I'm kind of dividing it into 2 separate bowls so that we're ready for the mixture when needed. And then the other half goes on top of the tart when it's done. This is looking good. Oh yes. So much yummy butter and onion. Keep this going. And I have my stove on high, by the way, right now. I might drop it down once we start getting some brown in. That's what I'm waiting for. Is like, so the butter's melted, right? Like, butter is good to go. And I know I probably should cover this because it's going to help it. You know what? Yeah, let's cover this. Let's see. Sometimes I don't have a big enough thing to do that, but yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can kind of cover it to help it just a teeny bit. But I think before I do that, I will add just a teeny bit of water because I don't want any of these to burn on me. Because then that's what your tart tastes like. Like, because your main thing is your onion, if you end up letting them burn or let something go too much that it burns, that's the flavor, especially with like onions and mushrooms. That's what takes on that flavor. So you gotta be a little bit careful. No problem. Go get fresh air, grab your water. I will see you splits. Until next time, thank you for joining me. All right. Like I said, water and coffee is what I'm living on right now. Okay. So we've got our pastry with the Dijon. We've got our Gruyere that's going to go, not Gruyere, I did Gouda. The Gouda that's going to go on top. We have our onions going. I'm flipping this guy. I think we're at the point where I can start the Brussels sprouts as far as like getting it ready. Yeah, let's make the sauce first though. So we're doing a like miso sauce, but I just realized I used all the orange juice. I was gonna put a little orange into the miso, but I guess we won't. We won't be doing that. We won't be, which is fine. I can definitely think of other things we could do though with it. Like I could put lemon, maybe a little hint of lemon so you get that citrus. I think that might work. Okay. First is the mayonnaise. Oh, I forgot to put my eggs back. Let me get my eggs back. Oh, that's why. Because my pie is where my eggs are. All right. Hold one moment, guys. Just rearranging the fridge again. All right. And the pie is setting nicely. Had to do a little test on that, but it is setting very nice. Okay, so we got 2 tablespoons. So I know an ad's coming up. So all I'm working on right now is the miso kind of almost aioli type dipping sauce that we're making with this. So we got 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Okay. And then we're going to be doing, let's see here, 2 teaspoons of miso. So, love miso paste. And I have the white bean. I buy it in this like tub and it's just, it's delicious. Let me get all the mayonnaise off. Okay. 2 teaspoons of miso. There we go. Okay. And I use it and then I freeze it and it works perfectly. So, because this is a lot of miso for me to go through, I don't make enough with a miso. So, I freeze it. And it works so well. It keeps really nice. So, if you could only buy like a bigger tub, no, you can freeze it and it works. Okay, and then 1 tablespoon rice vinegar. Got a little bit of rice vinegar left. Go. And then let's see here. We're going to just kind of start mixing this up a little bit. We're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of honey in this. You know what? I wonder if, let me see if, aha! Oh my gosh, this is perfect. So Top Dog and I love like really good honey. And he has an orange blossom honey. Let's see if I can open this sucker. Oh, yes. This is how I'm going to do it. Okay, let me go to the stove, though, because we're going to check on this guy. Because, again, we're going to make sure he ain't... We don't want no burning onions here for our tart. Okay, water level is still really good. Oh, there's the little onion skin we're going to get out. Yeah, they're finally hitting their, like, translucent phase, so they're very just, like, wormy. My best way of describing them. But that's perfect. All right. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is what I'm going to use. I was trying to figure out how to bring a little orange into this, since everything else has some orange. Okay. 1.5 tablespoons or teaspoons before I go add this. Oh, teaspoons. Okay, we can bring this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, perfect. Perfect. I was like, I know he has orange honey somewhere. Okay. We're gonna have to wake him up a little bit. And then we're gonna add some soy sauce into this. This thing is driving me nuts. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. I just had to move the mic. All right. You know what? Instead of using this, let me use this one's a little too flexible sometimes. All right. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a good aioli. It's definitely not enough though. It's kind of interesting. It's a very small amount, but that's okay. Let's try it. Oh yes, that's so good. Okay, soy sauce. So the last thing we're adding in here is, I believe, a teaspoon. Yeah, 1 teaspoon. My teaspoon here. Oh my gosh, so exciting. This is gonna be so deliciously yummy. Yes, okay. This dressing, or dip, or whatever you wanna call it, for the Brussels sprouts. I am about this right now. It smells so good. And it does, it gives a little bit of that orange we need to kind of tie everything together. Because it's like our main dish has orange and onion, right? Orange and onion. Then our appetizer has some onion, a different onion, but onion. Then our Brussels sprouts have the orange honey in it. And again, it's not like super orangey. It just like is something that can help connect it. The chocolate pie's got nothing. It's chocolate pie. It's just deliciousness. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Okay, I would have never have guessed all this goodness. I'm not kidding you guys. I'll take pictures too of these recipes, put it in Discord. Since I don't really have links, I'll put it in Discord for you guys so you can make them. Again, they're gonna be kind of messy, like I'm a messy cook. So, okay, we can put this aside now. That is good to go. All right, we are now gonna check our onions again, see where we're at. Oh, they're starting to get slightly colored. We've got some slight color happening on some of them, which we're completely out of water, I'll tell you that. But we have some slight color happening. I think we can do a little bit more color before I add some water. Maybe another minute or two. And then we'll add some more water in to let them keep cooking and get nice and brown. All right. And I got our Brussels sprouts. Actually, I really love eating Brussels sprouts. So I had these left over and I was like, yes, please. And this is my favorite way. I don't know, this might not follow the recipe perfectly, but this is how I like to make them. Okay, we're gonna cut these suckers in half and just throw them in. My mom actually used to grow Brussels sprouts. Ooh, what's that? Let me quickly clean this one out a little bit more than it was. Okay, there you go. So yeah, Brussels sprouts, like they have to be crisped though. They cannot, like, I can't have boiled or, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, Jedi, you're the best. I cannot believe it. Of course, I'd be like, the onions, yep, letting them burn. All right, let's see here. Okay, yeah, it definitely needs a teeny bit more water. There we go. And I know on camera they're still looking pretty white. We're getting to a light brown. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jedi. Thank you. I seriously appreciate it. You know me too well that I'd like completely get into it. Oh, they're massive. I know. Like, look at this Brussels. That's a half. Like, massive. I actually got these Brussels sprouts from, where did I get these ones? No, I got them from my local grocery store. I was trying to say, like, sometimes I'll look at, like, Walmart or something, and their produce is just so big. Because I'm used to, like, even this one is big. And I'm just, like, I'm used to them being, like, maybe a quarter less than that. Like, they're just so big. Oh, this guy went bad. Okay, we won't have him. Okay, so this is my favorite way to do Brussels sprouts. In my opinion, it's the easiest. Okay, we're going to take salt. Put our salt on. Then I'm going to grab my pepper. Put our pepper on. And then, so for this one, ooh, my apron just fell off. So for this one, because we went with like that miso, I normally would do like olive oil, but I want something a little different. So I'm going to add toasted sesame oil. Or if you just have sesame oil, you can do that. By the way, if you have kids, this is the best part. Get your hands in there because you want everything to be fully coated. So, because that's going to be a huge part to getting these nice and crispy, is making sure everything's got the oil and all of that. Did they want me to add anything else in here? No. Okay, good. I followed them. They're using, by the way, in their recipe, I don't have it and I don't use grapeseed oil. So I wasn't going to go buy it because I knew I wouldn't use it. So that's the only difference of this recipe is they're like, yeah, use grapeseed oil. Because I think it's because it's a health magazine. They're probably like, that's maybe the healthier version. So for me, it was just like, no, I'm good. Like, I love sesame oil. And anytime I can use sesame oil, I'm going to. Okay. Next. Let me see. Let's check the onions again, right? Okay, we're doing okay. Yeah. Got a little bit more time. So this recipe, this part of it was pretty right on. It is gonna take some time to get these this way. So we're gonna let that go a little bit longer. Let's grab, all right. One of the keys to crispy Brussels sprouts. All right. So you got your pan and we're doing stuff. What up, Fluffy Baker? How are you? How's it going? All right. Brussels sprouts, if you're like, they're never crispy, step one, that cut side that we did has to be facing up. There are so many recipes that say, just toss them in there. No, you have to put that cut side up to get the perfect crisp. Oh, you had Chinese now eating watermelon. Watermelon's my favorite. This weekend, I didn't get to try it, but I got to hear about it. And I now kind of want to buy some. There is a gentleman that we go to for work, and he does like custom coffee for people. And he made a coffee that he fermented in watermelon seeds. And everyone who tried it said it was one of the best things they've ever had. And I was like, that is crazy. I've never heard of that. So yeah. Okay, I cannot roast myself. Yeah, I'm telling you, face it side up. It's the best thing to do. Like the leaves will get crisp, but you want that cut part to be the crispy part. I'm telling you guys, it's great. Yeah, what? Honestly, the the orange wine braised chicken we're making, the sauce before we put it in the oven tasted like orange chicken. It is seriously, I was like amazed. So this is 400 degrees. It's actually for the same amount of time right now that is left in our braise. So I'm gonna stick it in there and I don't even have to, it'll go off. Oh my gosh, I just opened up that oven and it smells so good. All right, we're gonna look at our onions now. So this is gonna be our onions for the tart. Let's see how we're doing. Oh yeah, nice and brown. We are there. So I don't know if you guys can tell because I know the lighting on this side is just so much, but like we've got brown. Like it's not fully brown. I want to say it's tan, but it's translucent. And let me read the recipe again, what they said they wanted. Let's see here. Oh no, they kind of wanted it to be a deeper golden brown. Okay, so we're not gonna add water. I'm gonna keep this going just for a few more minutes. And then I think we'll be done because we're starting to get the brown little bits at the bottom, which is kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, so we have our aioli for the Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh, I love squash, like summer squash. Oh, my favorite thing to do is to make an acorn squash with, it's more a dessert than a vegetable, but for me, I take an acorn squash and I'll like put a little bit of pure maple syrup on top so it gives it a little sugary coat. And then on top of that, I'll stuff it with like pomegranates and like Italian sausage. And oh my gosh, like it's one of my, I guess there's Italian sausage, so there's meat in it. It's one of my favorite things to make. And I'll like top it with little pomegranate seeds. You don't like the taste and texture. Oh, of onions? Oh yeah, no, this is definitely oniony. Yeah, I think so too, Jedi. I think that's what they're going for. Let me have some cold coffee here. Oh, you don't like the taste and texture of acorn squash. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm that way with bananas. I love the flavor of banana stuff. I hate the texture. I can't do it. Not a problem. I've got tons of people in my family. Like, it's interesting because we'll get together and stuff, and I try to remember everybody's stuff because there's a lot. And then on top of that, we have some people who have very, like you said, very massive texture issues or things like that. You hate artificial banana. Oh my gosh. I will say that. I don't like the artificial, but like banana pudding, I can do, like those things. If you make it with bananas, banana bread, although that doesn't really taste like banana. But an actual eating a banana, I can't do. Like it just doesn't go well for me. But summer squash. Okay, so when you cook it, do you just cut it and cook it? Like, what do you do for your summer squash? All right. Okay, I'm going to go over to the stove pan fryer roast it. Oh, delicious. Delicious. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm so used to caramelizing with like sugar, which means it's fast. But oh my gosh, you guys can now see that brown, right? Fry, not dry. Oh, me. Okay. Air fry. Oh, see, I don't have an air fryer. My oven does have an air fry setting, and I tried it on stream once, and it didn't work like it was supposed to. So I haven't tried it since then. Ooh, here we go. You can see that yummy brown. There we go. Right, Jedi? We got it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see here. Remove pot from heat. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I like that I'm reading. It's like, remove, remove. Mine has an air fryer and a dehydrator and a frozen. Whoa, you got a nice oven. You guys know so I have a dehydrator and I use it to make some herbs that you just can't find at the store very easily. Or like if I buy too much basil, because basil and me are kind of addicted to each other. And if it starts going bad, I dehydrate it, and then now I have like fresh herbs. We finally bought some beef jerky seasonings and all of that. And Top Dog and I tomorrow, we are actually going to make our own beef jerky. Like, we're going to try it, and like, because that's one of our favorite snacks, and it's so expensive to buy and find a good one. Okay, so if you're wondering what I put in there, I put in that garlic, the Worcestershire, salt, pepper, what else was in there? Some sherry vinegar. Okay, so that's in there. Let me move things to the side because I'm going to bring the cheese. If you guys remember, they said half the cheese. Now, I didn't do, again, when I take a picture, and I'll put this on my Discord, I didn't end up doing, what was it? They wanted Gruyere. I did smoked Gouda. Okay, look at that cheesy goodness. Okay. We got this. I need to stop saying that. I swear, Jedi, every time I fix the commands, they stop. Give me 1 second, and I'll put it in the Discord. I'll put what it is. So, I'm just going to kind of move this, because we're going to put it, here we go. All that mixture is going to go into that pie tin. So if you guys remember, the pie tin too, we did the shell, and then we put the chives with mustard on the bottom. Ooh la 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 la. Okay, oh my gosh, this looks so good. Okay, let me show you guys, because this is cool now. I can kind of show it on the stove cam. So we're about to put the cheese on top as well, but I know that doesn't, it's like a brown mess. It smells and looks delicious though. Oh, it's so good. You wrote 4 new recipes. Oh my gosh. So yes, that's kind of how today came about, was I have binders, because I'm a person who loves reading cooking magazines, and I have binders with decades of recipes that I've just never done, but I've kept them. And today I was like, you know what? We're gonna make these. In fact, I had 2 more magazines come while I was out of town for work. Look at this. This is like all the ones I pulled that I have to put in my binder. So 100%, like, it's my favorite thing to do, is to cook new recipes, and hopefully one of them turns out and it goes into my rotation. Yeah, Fontina would be really good. Okay, let me stick this in, and then Jedi, I'll get you Discord as well. I don't know why my commands just work one day and then don't the next. And let me see how long this has to go in as I'm just holding it. French onion tart at 400. Okay, that's the bottom one, and it's about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna do 10 because I have a really hot oven. And it's really just until it melts. That's all they're waiting for. Okay, let me get close to y'all, and I'm gonna get you that Discord. Oh, what is it, the Fluffy Baker? Mine is pinned to the top. So I actually I made live a cinnamon roll hack, like how to make store-bought cinnamon rolls taste like they're homemade, like what you do to add stuff to them. And I've been doing it for years. So yeah, share for sure. Okay, this is where things get funky. Create invite. Okay, tell me too, Jedi, if this works for you. I believe it should. If not, tell me and I'll find another one. But I think that should work. Yeah, that one should work. But yeah, that's gonna be Discord. And again, I'll take photos of all of these and send them to you guys so that we have that. Okay. We've got, woo, I think we actually made the timing work today. Thank you, by the way, Jedi, for trying that. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so we have a little over 15 minutes until the chicken's done and until Brussels sprouts are done. We have 8 more minutes until, a little over 8 minutes until our tart's done. The pie, I'm going to let that sit in the fridge as long as possible. But because our meringue didn't work, we got to make whipped cream. So I definitely have enough time to make whipped cream. Let's see here. I'm going to use the machine again for the whipped cream. I'm going to get a different bowl. All right, let me get a different bowl. I just got to get behind y'all for a quick moment. Okay. So we're going to go with a different bowl this time. And I think I know what happened. I think it's because your girl forgot her cream of tartar. But that's okay. Whipped cream, I love. Again, my favorite pie is, like, chocolate pie is the one with the whipped cream. I've never had it with meringue. So, thank you to Fluffy Baker. Definitely put your website and stuff on there. I know sometimes mine's pretty new as well. But it's great. It's great to go on there and have people look at it and just get those views up. You know, it makes it fun. And I only put something out like once a week. Every Thursday is when I, put something out and make it fun because I love being a part of it. So yeah, make sure to put your website and everything in Discord. I always want to celebrate everybody. And that goes for any of you guys. If you get in my Discord or anything, like, please, like, go right ahead. Like, I love seeing what everybody does. I truly, truly do. All right. Don't have a lot of whipping cream left, probably. That's probably about a half cup is what I have left. Oh, thank you. Oh, yours is blue too? Oh, I honestly, it's one of the things before we even got our home, I'm a visual person, and I actually bought one piece of this tile because I saw it and was like, this is so, so gorgeous. And I was like, one day I want to have a kitchen that has this tile. And so I honestly was like, I'm going to do it one day. One day it's going to happen. And when we bought this place, it was like, and I had it for like months. We knew we were going to buy a place because it was when we moved here in Vegas. But for a year or so, I was like, oh my gosh, like I 100% want to do this blue. Yes, please post a photo. I love it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, you have to. I'll have to take because one time I'll show you guys. I know if you guys were here in the very beginning, I had to redo my pantry, like clean it out. And I need to do it again. So maybe one of my Wednesdays, if I come up on a Wednesday, I'll do it again. So everything's all like white and blue. My pantry is bubblegum pink. Like, I'm coming behind you guys real quick because I got to grab powdered sugar. But yeah, my pantry is bubblegum pink because I just was like, it's behind a door. And I was like, it's so fun. Why not? And Top Dog let me do it. So, okay. So I'm adding, if you're wondering, sorry, I'm not really saying what I'm doing. About a little over a half cup of heavy cream, maybe about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. All I'm going to do is whip this up. The powdered sugar and the vanilla obviously helps with the flavor for your whipped cream. The powdered sugar adds a little bit more sweetness, but it also keeps it so it sticks together. You can get whipped cream good without the powdered sugar. It just helps the process, and again, helps it just stick. And keep more of that, stiff. The stiffness that you want. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. And I'm going to go to like a 2. I'll go with 3. Because I'm really just going to let that go and be. All right. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. We're actually doing good, guys. on like timing and getting everything out, I was seriously concerned. I was like, how am I going to do this? Like, some of these things have to sit for so long. Other things don't have to sit as long. So we're doing good. Let me move all of this stuff, however, behind you, just so I have some room for when the goods come out. All that good stuff. So exciting. Okay. And then let's see here. So the pie's honestly now the only thing I'm super concerned about. And the only reason is because that pie they wanted it to sit for like 3 hours before you serve it. So we might be a little wet still, but I'm okay with that. Again, it's chocolate pie. If it's a little messy, it's a little messy. I think we're fine with that. But I can't believe it. Like, we're at the end point. We're just waiting for everything to get going here. I don't think I've ever had this. All right. Let me check our Gruyere here. Let's see how our onion tart is. Okay, it's definitely melted. That's good, but I want it to crisp up a bit. Like, gotta have that, just that yummy crispiness, you know? Gotta have that. Okay. And then let's see. You know what I can do is in Discord right now, once I figure out where I put my phone. Oh, I found it. Okay, let me grab my phone, because in Discord, guys, I'll take pictures now and put it in there for you. Why not do that when I'm on with you all? Okay, so let's go to Discord. And oh my gosh. Love it. We'll do it in the stream recipes. Oh my gosh, look at all the stuff. Yum. Okay. I get distracted, guys. Okay. So first I'll do the French onion tart. I really want to make it so you guys can read this. Hold on. To get the full thing, it makes it kind of funky. Okay, so the recipes, like I said, they all kind of come from magazines. And I wish I could tell you which ones. They just don't have it exactly. Okay, so there is... Okay, French onion tart. I think this one's from Bon Appetit. I'm not 100% sure, like I've said. All right, let's do now. This one's, and I'm sorry, guys, look at this. It's so messy. So, and then let's see here. Got to turn that up a bit. Okay, so now let's do the orange braised chicken. And again, you'll have to zoom in and stuff. But there's that one. Exactly, Fluffy Baker. And you know what's funny is I keep the ones I love and put them in rotation. And then, like I said, trash them when I'm done. Okay. So then this is that chocolate meringue pie. All right, let's take a photo. All right. And then next is going to be our Brussels sprouts. So, and then I did sesame oil instead of grapeseed. And did orange honey instead of regular honey. All right, yeah. Okay. Let's get a picture of this. This one's going to kind of be a little bit hard to read. Okay, got it. We got it. All right, let's make sure all of these posted. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Awesome. Okay. Oh my gosh, we did it. We did it. All right. Oh my gosh, I didn't even hear my thing go off. Okay, let's grab my whipped cream. Whipped cream's done. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want it to sit for another like minute just to get a little bubblier. You guys, it smells so, so good. All right, let's see here. All right, I'm still figuring out all this stuff. I know Top Dog, he has been my moderator. Yeah, I know, I can't figure out. You guys, I'm very bad to figuring out how to get in to do that. Hold on. I'm trying to... nope. Restrict. Okay, so I could at least do that. I stopped him, but on his reply, or on that, I don't know how to delete it in mod view. See, this is where I'm very bad, and I don't know. Okay, give me a second. Oh, shoot. Okay, give me a second. Just 1 second. Oh my gosh. You guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Our tart is out. Okay, hold on. You guys. Oh. There we go. Look at our French onion tart. Oh, I'm so excited. That smells just like French onion soup, and I love it. I love it. Okay, let me try to get into mod setting because I haven't done that since I first started. You guys, I really have to give it to Top Dog. He truly does, like, he does everything for me. Okay, let's see here. Nope. Let me see. I might have to let this one go and then figure this out. Because I'm not 100% sure. I got that. I might have to figure it out when he's back because that man does everything for me tech-wise because I'm horrible. I just cook in the kitchen. Everything else he takes care of for me, which I know. But like, okay, let me turn off my lower onion oven. Okay, we have got 2.5 minutes left, and we are waiting for the chicken. And actually, let me check the Brussels sprouts because they were going to be in a little longer than normal. But they're looking good. Okay, let me stove view for this so you can see the crispiness of these Brussels. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at this. Do you guys see? I don't know if it's coming through perfect, but like these are crispy. We're gonna actually move this back because the next thing's heavy. Oh my gosh, like so nice and crispy. Exactly what I want out of our Brussels sprouts. I gotta start thinking now about how we gonna dish this up. What are we gonna do? Let's see here. So y'all know I love having fancy plates when I eat. I eat on normal plates. For stream, there's something about it with me that's like having a fancy little plate. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. So, whoop. for our Brussels sprouts will go on my like wooden ones. Right, Fluffy? There's just something to it that makes it so fun. Okay, so this is that honey miso soy sauce like dipping sauce. And then I can actually take some of these Brussels sprouts off. You only have like 30 seconds until the chicken's done, but that's fine. Oh, I wish you guys could hear the crisp. I don't think I can get my mic close enough. But these guys are crispies. And honestly with these too, because I did them in sesame oil, like it might even be yummy to put like sesame seeds on them, or put, you know what, not on them, but put sesame seeds in the dressing. I think that would be so good. Let me get some sesame seeds real quick. Again, I'm all about the extras, like just a little extra of this and a little extra of this. Yes, exactly, presentable. I love good looking food. Like, I don't know what it is, like if it looks pretty. Again, I'm not gonna buy something if it tastes horrible, but if it looks good at a restaurant, sometimes that's what gets me. The whole thing, you eat with your eyes first. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. All right, I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like coming out. Obviously, we got all that sauce. We've got all the vegetables, the oranges, everything that we put in. So we're gonna have to dig out the chicken. But this is what it looks like coming out. And the chicken thighs are in there being just soaking up that goodness. Just soaking it up. Crafted to bind with categories, page protectors. You know what? Fluffy Baker, you and I, girl, we must be the same. Because 100%, this is. I have little tabs. And no joke, these are my recipes that like I love and are my go-to recipes. You got rid of it all. I have to do it that way. I'm too messy of a cook or anything. Okay, let's go ahead. Ooh, no. I'm just putting a teeny bit of sesame seeds on the top of that sauce. Again, help identify. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take pictures of this, but let's stove view it for you guys to see. Here is our Brussels sprouts, the crispy Brussels sprouts with our sesame, not really sesame seed dressing at all. It's just adds to it. Oh my gosh, let me take a picture because I'll probably put that on my socials. Because hello, this looks delish. Oh my gosh. Oh, you didn't get rid of it. Oh, okay. That's good though. I mean, that's how I do mine. And I seriously, I love it. And I'm so crazy. I have like weeks of like, I can cook this on this day and this on this day and like get in all the good food. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a good shot. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. All right, it's gonna be hot, so let me get a water because you all know I don't do well at waiting for my food to cool down. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's really good. I mean, because it's just me, I'm double dipping. Oh. You know what's interesting? This miso sauce has a bit of, it almost tastes like a peanut sauce. Like, there is no peanut butter in this sauce. But it tastes like it's got a little bit of a peanut in it. And I've never had that come through with miso. It's definitely sweet. So it's like you kind of got this savory vegetable that just has pepper and salt, and then you dip it in, and it's kind of got this like sweetness, salty, like, oh, I love miso. It's so good. Mmm. Okay, I get what you're saying, Fluffy Baker. Okay, this, I love that though. I've always wanted to write a cookbook eventually. That's basically why my blog exists, because those are all the recipes that I have like perfected. So, I shouldn't be texting. Okay, this to me is 10 out of 10. I already like Brussels sprouts, so this I knew was going to be good. This sauce might be my new go-to sauce. I kind of have a red pepper aioli that I do with Brussels sprouts, like a little bit of a spiciness. This, if I'm like not feeling spicy and I want something sweet, I love this. I actually like, I want to use this in a salad. Like, that is such a good sauce. And it's thin, so it's not a thick sauce. It's pretty thin. I could see this being like a dressing for a salad. You definitely don't want to put like a meat in there because it won't hold up. But like vegetable dips, salad dressing. I'm trying to think if there's something else. But that's how I would do it. Like this, that sauce is so good. Like, that sauce is so good. All right, we've come to tart time. It's tart time. We got to eat this tart. I definitely will need my heat claws to pick this sucker up. Oh my gosh. I'm keeping it in the pan too, because he be looking beautiful. Okay, photo. I suck at this. Let's get a photo here. You know what? This would be a good video. I mean, you guys, this looks like French onion soup in a tart, just like it said. We'll see if it actually tastes good. Is it worth you making? Let's see. So I'm just gonna grab a normal plate, one of my just normal plates that I use, just because I don't really have anything that's gonna work perfectly. So I'm gonna grab just a little knife. Okay, that's not too hot. Oh yes, this is cheesy goodness. Okay, finally cut through. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. I probably should have let this be a little bit longer. I can't wait. I'm very impatient. You all know that. I eat the food faster than I should. Woo! Okay. This is what happens when you eat it too fast. It falls apart a little bit, but we make it happen. We make it happen, Captain. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is like a French onion. I mean, that doesn't look too appetizing, but I have a feeling it's going to be. This is like a French onion soup in a tart. Let's see if it tastes as good. Oh, I'm going to take a big bite. We're going to do it. It's very hot. Mmm. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm gonna eat that whole thing. I'm glad Top Dog's not here now, because I don't want him to have any of this. It's so good. Okay. All right. I do not taste that. I know, right, Jedi? You know what's funny is I had a retainer for like maybe 15 years, so I got used to not having to worry about it because I had something on the top of my mouth that always protected the roof of my mouth. I've only not had a retainer for a few months now. Like, that's how long. It was like, so that would be like 2 decades. Like, it was in my early teens. Oh, almost 3 decades. It was in my early teens because I had a lot of mouth problems that I had a retainer. And it wasn't until a few months ago that I finally got the retainer, like, gone and fixed everything that could finally be fixed. And now I'm having to get used to the fact that, like, I have feeling. Like, I would never even get brain freeze because that retainer would, like, stop temperature. So I'm having to get used to that now. Okay. It is, I will say, shockingly, it's kind of sweet. Not super sweet. It's still savory, but it's got a little sweetness. I love the smoked Gouda. That gives it this extra, like, I don't know what it is. You can tell it's smoked. Let's just put it that way. It gives it that smokiness in it, and it goes really good with the onion. You get hit. So you eat, and then you get hit with that garlic Worcestershire pepper, and it all like complements. It's just so good, and it ends with the smokiness. Okay, so this is what, like, I'm gonna take you through this taste. So you instantly eat it. You're tasting the onion, right? Obviously, onion right away. You start chewing, and the Worcestershire garlic starts coming through, and it's so yummy. And like, it's just like, man, it's kind of like pow, and you're like, oh, and it's all flowing together. And then it ends, and you're about to be done with that bite, and you get hit with the smokiness of the Gouda, and that's kind of what you're left with, is like a little smoky Gouda flavor. I am in love with this. Like, I need to have a party so I can make this for people. It's so good of a tart. Like, I'm gonna set this plate aside. I have more food to eat, but this is getting eaten in a second. Like, it's so good. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. That is delicious. All right, I'm gonna just grab another little plate here, and I'm gonna go to stove view so we can pull out one of our chickens here. So if I were to plate this, I'd honestly take some of these onions and kind of like lie them down a little bit, because if the whole point is with plating food, it's because you also want them to eat whatever's on that plate. Okay, so then we're gonna do that. I'm gonna grab a spoon real quick so we can make sure this yummy sauce, and if I let this cool down a little bit longer, this sauce would be thicker, but you guys know I don't do that. Okay. Oh, this smells so good. Okay. Oh, this really has been some deliciously yummy food. All right. Already, I mean, the chicken, it's thigh, so your meat on that chicken thigh is already going to be pretty dang delicious, because that dark meat just stays super juicy. Yeah, I wouldn't do this with a white meat, by the way. Like, it even with all that juice, it still might be dry. Mmm. 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 Okay. Oh my gosh. I have to take another bite. Okay. The journey of this flavor. It is, again, onion strong. You come in with that onion flavor, and you're like, okay, yeah, it's kind of like an onion garlic chicken. If you don't remember, this is the one we had to add 12 cloves of garlic to, a whole head. You get onion garlic right away. And then as you're chewing, the orange starts coming through, but it is not as strong as I thought it would be. I have a feeling when you like save this for leftovers, that orange probably over time gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Onion. And now the orange and sweetness. And then the rosemary. It ends on the rosemary. So, onion. I know, right? We're about to do the pie, because I have to do the whipped cream on it. Okay, onion, then orange, then you're left with rosemary. Not bad. My favorite thing is still our French onion. Okay, let me grab this. I'm not even going to pipe this. We are just going all kinds of homeschool, not homeschool. What's the word I'm looking for here, guys? We're not going homeschool, just rustic. We're going all rustic on this. I'm not going to pipe anything. We're just going to, oh, the tart, the onion tart? Yeah, okay. So this is the onion tart, and let me see if I can lift some of it up. You can kind of see, like, there's all the onions and everything and the good cheese. And then that nice cheese layer. And let me show you on my stove view too, because it might be a little easier top down. But yeah, so I kind of pushed it back. So you got all the onion, which also had cheese in it. And then you got that onion, the nice crusted onion top. Yeah, not bad. It's delicious. It really does. I can honestly say it tastes like onion soup in the best way. Like, I love that I went with the smoked because it adds something. I could definitely see whatever cheese you go with, I think is going to be amazing. Just realize, like, it definitely takes on that flavor. Like I said, you get onion and then you get this yummy smokiness at the end. So if you do a really unique tasting cheese, it's gonna stick around, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's taste this. Delicious whipped cream. All right, the one thing that may not actually be done yet, but we'll see. We'll have fun with it. I should have maybe put it in the freezer. Okay, we got a chocolate pie. Chocolate pie. Maybe should have done a piping on this, but that's fine. We make it work. Everything is, as long as it tastes good, who cares what it looks like? Oh yeah, no, definitely should have piped it. Every time I pipe something, I'm like, oh, I didn't really need to. And then every time I don't pipe something, if it was set a little more, we'd be fine. But it's just not fully set. But that's okay. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's get this pie. Ooh, let me get a drink again. All right. So we got like a little chocolate with whipped cream pie for dessert. Ooh. I will say, I think Top Dog's going to be happy when he comes home, because this is quite a feast to eat. Oh yeah, it's definitely not set, so it's going to fall apart a bit on us, but I'm okay with that. We're going to try it, because if it tastes good like this, it's going to taste good when it sets itself. Oh yeah, this thing is just pudding. Okay, we're gonna grab a spoon. Exactly, it's just pudding pie. All right, fully pudding pie. All right, I'm just gonna put this back in the fridge. It'll probably honestly be ready by the time I'm ready to go to bed tonight. Okay. We'll let that harden up. All right, so we just got a pudding pie mess, which who cares? Like, I know, right? I should have made chocolate curls. I didn't even think about that. All right, we're just gonna take a big old bite. All right, you guys. Y'all remember I said that there wasn't enough chocolate in this thing? This is probably one of the best chocolate pies I've ever had. There's definitely enough chocolate. And there is a richness I have never had in a store-bought pie like this before. I cannot imagine having meringue on top of this, though. I still am like, I don't know about that. This is so good. I did. It's this one. Let me make sure. I want to make sure. It's going to look like this. For sure, try it. There is, oh my gosh, I can't even explain it. It's not overly chocolate. I don't know if this is going to make any sense. It is not overly chocolate, but it is super rich, which I'm not used to with chocolate. Like usually it's like, oh, there's so much chocolate, it's so rich. Everyone got it wrong? Oh my gosh, I didn't even see what the results were. I'd have to go all the way back up. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Let me make sure it's in Discord. Let's make sure. Stream recipes. Yes, it's the third one down. Second to last one. So again, I did whipped cream instead of the meringue. So if you want to make it how I made it, just take that part out. And I used a pre-done pastry dough. Like I did Pillsbury. They're just pie dough. That's what I used. Oh my gosh, it's so, so good. I actually really love it. Like I can't wait for it to set, and then I'll probably take an actual photo of a slice for what it looks like when it sets. Because I seriously think, I don't even, like, it's so weird that, like, to say that, like, it's rich, but it's not too chocolatey, but it's got a smooth creaminess. I mean, I think it's because of the egg. Honestly, the egg probably made it so good. You guys, I'm, like, stuffed now. If you didn't know, I have had stomach surgery, so my stomach's really small. So, legitimate, like, I won't be able to eat. I know, I'll throw up if I eat another bite. Oh my gosh, but so good. Okay, so let's see. We successfully, I will say, here we go. I'm going to do what we did last time. This French onion and the pie. Oh, this is hard. Okay, last place is the chicken. It's not bad. I feel like everyone thought you wouldn't like every dish. Oh my gosh, no, I actually really loved it. Yeah, that's so funny. So this was good. I honestly, so when we made the sauce and it was like really thick and I was like, oh, it tastes like, hold on, let me snooze the ad just so we can go through this. I don't want anyone to miss it. So when we made the sauce in the beginning, before you put everything back in and stick it in the oven, that sauce was thick and the flavors were super extreme. And I loved it. Cooking it to the chicken being done it kind of made it a little more bland. It wasn't as good. And I think it's because, we had to add the water. We had to add the chicken. Oh no, we did that beforehand though. I don't know what it is, but it might be all the juices from the onions and the oranges that, like, I don't know why it would dilute it, but it kind of diluted it a little bit. So next time if I make this, because I loved that sauce in the beginning, that's why I was so excited. And maybe I just needed to let it sit, because like if I do, yeah, I need to not put it, put it back in. I would fully cook the chicken fully, make that sauce, and then put the sauce on top of the finished chicken. Love the sauce, love the chicken, putting it all together in there kind of toned it down enough that it wasn't my favorite. I liked it. I'm going to eat this. I'm excited to eat that for leftovers. I can honestly say there are some recipes we make here that I'm like, I'm not eating that. But for sure, like this guy, just some tweaks. 100% tweaks. Oh yeah, your mom, yeah, Pillsbury. Oh, I used to use Pillsbury, oh my gosh, Pillsbury all the time. I try now to try to do things from scratch, but okay, now, so that's my last place. Oh, my first, this is so hard. Oh, hi, Jasper. Oh, that's a great kitty name. Oh, I love that. Yeah, my dogs have been running by me all day. They make mini pie. I didn't even know that. Wow, mini pie crust. Oh, that'd be good. Yes, please, 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 please. I love animals. I actually just started an animal chat at my work so everyone could post pictures of their pets and animals and all of that. Because this is really hard. Okay. I'm going to go, okay, this is really difficult. Okay, we're going to do the Brussels sprouts next. These were the same. This sauce is bomb. I love, love, love it. I know I can use it for a lot of stuff. I don't know. These are like all first. This is not easy for me to figure out. This pie is so good. Like I said, I love chocolate pies. This is my first time actually making one, shockingly. I've done baked goods for 15 years and I've never made a pie. This pie, oh, it's so good and it's not that difficult. If you take the meringue part out, it's really not difficult. And it's so good. But I think my favorite thing today was the French onion tart. It was so, so good. Like I am like sitting here going like I want to eat the rest of this. I can't or I will not sit in my stomach well, but like that was so good. Like I can't even explain to you like how much I love that and I'm excited to like eat that this entire week. So that would be my lineup. First place French tart, then chocolate pie, then our Brussels sprouts with the miso and orange honey, then our orange wine chicken. I think, yeah, first, second, third, fourth. And honestly, these are like 1A, 1B, 1C. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm like sitting here going, no, but that's so good. But I'm very bad at making up my mind when I really like something. But yes, this food, oh my gosh, how fun. How fun. Oh, you were in a grocery store. Oh, cool. And peanut butter silk pie. I don't think I've ever had a peanut butter silk pie. Ooh, lemon meringue. Mm-hmm. Yes, especially with that meringue nice and high. My older sister makes a great lemon meringue pie. She usually makes it like every Thanksgiving. No, I don't think we do. I live in Las Vegas. So I don't know if we have Perkins. I actually know Perkins. I think for us, the company is like a movers, like a moving company. But I wonder too, sometimes like they have a different name over here or in the States or something that will like have a different name. But I can't believe it though. God, we did it. We got through this insane menu. And I really appreciate you guys. Again, like I said, like I was supposed to do the Hobbit menu today. We are going to do it. And thank you, by the way, Jedi, for finding me some Hobbit stuff. I am going to do it next week. So normally I know I pick a theme for next week, but because I didn't do Hobbit this week, we are going to do it next week. And I'm going to do it justice. Like I said, I've been home now 48 hours. So for me, it was just like, I want to just make really yummy, delicious food I've never made. And honestly, I can tell you at least 3 of these recipes are going in my binder because of how good they are. This guy, I'm not opposed to him. He's good. I just need to tweak him. I need to make him a little bit better. Yes, I really do appreciate you, Jedi. I really do. Thank you so much. But I can't believe it. We got through it. I told you guys I was going to show up, be in here, because that was super important to me. Um, so thank you all. You all know I truly mean it when I say you guys are my happy place. I love being able to come here and just talk with you all, whether it's food or pets or movies or whatever it is. I can honestly say, like, it truly is someplace I enjoy being. And I want you all to know that I appreciate every single one of you and your follows and just being here. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So, a huge thank you to all of you. We did it. We got through our menu. Some of it was a little iffy in this pie, but I'll take a photo and I'll put it on Discord when it hardens up, so you guys can at least see what it looks like when it's like that versus a literal pudding pie. But no, I love it. Oh, thank you, Fluffy Baker. Yeah, no, I honestly, I love you guys all being here. I think it's amazing. I just, it just makes me so excited. So I figure if you can stay around even for 30 seconds, that would be great. I'd love to be able to raid somebody. Again, it means so much to me when that happens as a small streamer. Like, it's just super special. And so I just want you guys to know that, you know, it just means a lot. Even if it's just for 30 seconds, you don't have to say hi. It could just be jumping in to let somebody know you're sitting there and caring. Sorry, I just scared myself. My dish towel fell on me and I thought it was my dog and something happened. Oh my gosh. Obviously, girl, I need to take a breather. But You all enjoy your week. Let's see who we can raid. If you guys have any suggestions, please tell me. They don't have to be family friendly either. I know I'm family friendly, but I'm 100% okay if they are not. I just want to see if there's somebody we could do. Oh, I know. The pudding. Oh, yeah. Pudding pops. All that stuff is so, so good. John Luke. Okay, let's do it. Is that his exact name? I don't know if I know him. So you tell me, is that his exact username, Jedi? Oh, yeah, Chef John Luke. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh my gosh, thank you for that suggestion. I love it. Okay. Let's go ahead. Perfect. Thank you guys. All right. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys so much. We're going to go ahead and raid. It starts in just a few seconds. If you can stick around, show some love, that would be great. Absolutely, absolutely would love that. Trust me, it means a lot to all of us here on Twitch. You all have a good rest of your week. I will see you next week. We are 1000% doing Hobbit. All right. See you guys later. Bye.
have one of these again it will make it will be easier, but if you don't, you can just do this with cling wrap here. Actually, no, let's do cling wrap. So kind of want to show y'all how to